Every Monday, shake things up with $5 handshaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Sitting at the Rich Eisen Show desk, furnished by Granger with supplies and solutions for every industry. Granger is the right product for you. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. So much fun with Joe Manganiello. I've got a top 5 list.
Oh.
Normally I do the top 5 games I'm most intrigued to see. There's only 6 of them. And, you know.
What is number 1, though?
Okay, very good. How dare you? I'm not going to choose between wild card weekend games. So top 5 most impactful rookies for Super Wild Card Weekend. Hit it.
High five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's top 5.
All right, here we go, everybody. Number 5 on the list is 2 guys. Well, one guy you might not see because he erases half the field, so the other guy's just running around for the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean.
Oh, yeah.
That's number 5 on the list. You know,
Beasts.
I couldn't choose between one. You might not see a lot of Quinyon Mitchell because he's just erasing whoever, you may be Jaden Reed, I don't know. But you'll see a lot of Cooper DeJean for the Philadelphia Eagles. That is for sure. Number 4 on the list, you could just pop it right up there if you don't mind, Mr. Hoskins. It's Bucky Irving.
Ooh, I like that one.
Bucky Irving has totally reimagined the running game, with all due respect to Rachaad White. Rachaad White has had some terrific games, but this rookie from Oregon has been a revelation. And if the Bucks get past the Washington Commanders, I think you're going to see him have a night on Sunday Night Football. He might be the leader in the clubhouse going into the game of the, here's a guy. Bucky Irving.
Let me tell you about Bucky Irving.
Bucky Irving may be the here's a guy leader in the clubhouse right now. All right. Number 3. Hit it, Mike. Hit it. Ladidi Mekonke. How is he not? I mean, is he here? If he's there, if they beat the Texans, he's going to be there. This kid has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ladidi Mekonke is number 3 in the most impactful rookies of Super Wild Card Weekend. And then because it's a quarterback-driven league, the top 2 are quarterbacks. Because I think it is going to be the toughest assignment of the weekend.
Wow.
I'm putting Bo Nix at 2.
The doubt continues for Denver.
The offensive rookie of the year is Jaden Daniels, and he's clearly number 1 and thus the most impactful rookie of Super Wild Card Weekend. And go ahead.
Do you think we need one more? Oh. All right, we'll get one more.
And actually, go
ahead.
ahead.
Do you think we need one more? All right, we'll get one more.
2 more. If I'm going to say it's Quinyon Mitchell and it's going to be Cooper DeJean is number 5, then the one more are the combination of Florida State rookies rushing the passer. And if the Rams get past Sam Darnold, the Vikings, it'll be because Jared Verse and Braden Fisk make Sam Darnold's night difficult enough that the offense will save the day as well for the Los Angeles Rams. And those are my most impactful rookies of Wild Card Weekend. Well, before we go out the door, I just want to tell you about Ethos Insurance. Life insurance, get it in advance because you never know what's going to happen at any time. And you choose your coverage, you apply in minutes, you get covered in real time, no medical exam. You answer a few simple health questions, and you're on your way with up to $2 million of term life protection with policies starting as low as $2 a day. Ethos approving right now over 2,000 families a day for life insurance protection, all online and hassle-free. Get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com. We'll chat on the radio on Monday, everybody. Back on the Roku channel in a sec.
Welcome to Staples.
I am so pumped. My business is going to kill it this year.
Awesome. How can I help?
First, a new computer.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you save big on tech.
And new posters.
Save on custom printing, too.
And,
a new chair?
A chair? Who has time to sit?
Maybe all your new clients?
Now you're talking.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you'll find huge savings on custom prints, storage, chairs, and tech. And now save up to $175 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 2/1.
Here's a riddle for you. What do yoga mats, a toothbrush, and a Hyundai have in common? I'll give you a moment. Time's up. If you guess they're all fun, well-designed, and super useful, you guessed wrong. The answer is you can order all those things on Amazon. And the best part, you won't even have to break down a car-sized Amazon box after because you'll pick up your Hyundai at the dealer. Hyundai, now available on Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Limited availability. Pick up through a participating Hyundai dealership in select.
The Danny Beal Show.
Gavin Williams, current Cleveland Guardians pitcher.
Throwing against Kumar.
Absolutely.
It was like electric game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, it was like electric whole weekend. Yeah, I'd say the worst thing was the whistler.
I didn't hear him. Did you hear him when you were pitching?
I didn't hear him when I was pitching, but
afterwards,
it was the worst thing I could ever hear.
The thing that drove me nuts was the stupid guys on top of the dugout dancing on our corpse when we're getting beat the last day.
That's probably the main thing I remember is the whistler. It's the worst thing ever. I never want to hear that again.
The Danny Beal Show, exclusively on the Pirate Radio TV channel on YouTube.
Here we go!
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Winter is here, but Stra Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494. For East Coast Grading and Utilities.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Raj Harris. When you're in the huddle and it's 3rd and 10 at the 14, what are you thinking right before you get that football?
Well, I noticed they was in the same defense they was from the previous drive when we ran the same play. So I kind of had faith in the big boys up front. When I seen that safety walk down in front of that center, I knew they was going to get some, drive off the football. So, man, following my blocks, reading my keys, man, and just making a man miss.
Yeah.
And as soon as I made him miss, man, I knew I couldn't get caught. So I just had to dig and run for my life.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, have you scanned your MVP card back on Pirate Radio? Now!
Have you scanned your MVP card?
I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's the tater right there.
It's a damn tater.
So you're the
You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome into a football edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And come on and hang out with us on YouTube. We're on Pirate Radio TV. We are live. Want to hear your playoff picks for the NFL. Is anybody going to take Texas to beat Ohio State tonight in the college football playoffs? We got Pirate Hoops on Saturday, looking for 2 in a row. A ton going on in the sports world, and we're here to talk about it right here on Pirate Radio. We got a lot of guests to get to. We will talk to my guy, Rahjai Harris, coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Had a chance to check in with him earlier today. You'll see that video and hear that conversation with Rahjai. Unfortunately, due to the weather, no Shimmer appearance Saturday, but we got to make good for you. He'll be there next Saturday. We'll talk about that and what he's up to right now with 47. Tony Dunn will join us coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll make our NFL playoff picks. We'll tell you who will score a touchdown in all those games as well, as wild card weekend is upon us. Also, we get Tony and, just Tony's thoughts on how the Panthers closed out the 2024 season. Brian North joins us at the tail end of hour number 1. Talk about what's going on in the world of sports. We've got a couple of Pirate baseballers. Jonathan Eller, we talked to Parker Byrd and Dixon Williams earlier today. We'll have those interviews for you as we get ready for some Pirate baseball coming up next month at Clark LeClaire Stadium, and the voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and Minges Coliseum, Morgan Ahlers, will join us on the program as well. We've got all that, plus Shirley Rhodes is here. J-Bone, Jared Watkins is here. And left side, strong side. Salesman. Suit is in the house, back from Miami. Yep. Look at that tan. He is glistening. Chandler Honeycutt's here. What's up, Chan?
What's up, Clipper? Great to see you guys. I missed you guys the past couple of days. Literally just landed in Greenville about, I would say, 40, 45 minutes ago. Went to my house, dropped my stuff off, and came straight to the Pirate Radio studios because I'm ready to talk some football with you.
You know, Rahjai used the word grind a lot during our interview. He's grinding. You're grinding, man. You've been there. You've been doing it, and we are glad to have you. Had not seen hide nor hair of you all day, and then I see that Jeep roll into the parking lot, and I started beaming, man. I got so excited. We are glad to have you here.
I can see it on your face.
I can see it on your face. I'm seriously excited for this show and seriously excited for this weekend. Just watched the Redskins beat the Lions in the 1999 wild card, and currently watching Washington and Tampa from the 2005 playoffs. I am in playoff mode, ready to go, but we'll dive into all that. Let's talk about last night. And before we get Chandler's firsthand account of what happened in the Orange Bowl, Shirley, can we hear how that game came to its conclusion? Notre Dame in the clutch, interception, and then this.
Snap and hold are good. The kick is good!
Wow. That was brief but passionate. Talk about big game voices. I think McDonough's got a big game college football voice.
Mm-hmm.
And
did he do Monday Night Football there for a little while?
Yeah. And I didn't hate it. But it wasn't like Tirico's got the big game voice now. Like he feels like kind of the new age big game voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like Al Michaels is a legend, but it's just not the same now with him on Prime. Joe Buck has a big game voice. I'm not the biggest Joe Buck fan, but he's actually gotten like more enthusiastic, I feel like, over the years. But yeah, McDonough, he's got that voice for college football. Tessitore, I'm not a Tessitore guy.
No, I'm not either. I actually tweeted out not too long ago about Joe Tessitore, just the unnecessary excitement throughout the game. It could be the first quarter and a run for 11 yards on 2nd down and 8, and he's going crazy as if he's the running back set him up for a field goal to win the game. So just the I feel like he just overdoes it with the. I think he's trying to do the big voice.
It feels a little phony.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm not a Tessitore guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I'm not a fan.
Why are you sure he's a nice guy?
Because Joe, anybody named Joe is a nice guy. In fact, Joe Wilkins is a nice guy for taking care of me and Zach Kaplan over the weekend.
Okay.
UPS Joe, nice guy. Joe Dooley, fantastic guy.
Joe Frazier. Joe Mama.
Yeah. Joe Montana, I've heard, is a great guy.
Joe Burrow?
He's a chill dude.
First overall pick in the NBA draft out of Maryland, Joe Smith.
I don't know who that is, but his name is Joe, and I'm sure he's a nice guy. Hey, how about Joe Gibbs?
Great guy. One of the best. America's grandfather. Hey, how about our president, Joe Biden?
Great guy.
By the way, we're going to get political today, folks. We are not. Jamie says Joe Paterno.
Great guy.
How's Zach Kaplan doing today?
He's in good spirits. He still is hurt, and he's like, you think he's done with talking about the game, and then just out of the blue, he just starts talking about it. I mean, we could be silent for 5 minutes, which is a miracle when you're with Zach Kaplan. But just out of the blue, when I think back to the drop and then the false start, and he's thinking about it, but I feel like he's trying his best to not like ruin the mood of the trip. Like last night after the game, he seemed in good spirits, but I don't know. This is going to hurt. In fact, as soon as Notre Dame got the interception there at the end of the game, he knew it was over. He knew it was over, and he even said this is going to hurt.
What hurts the most is being so close.
And go all the way back to the
and having so much to say, because Zach's got a lot to say. I'm sorry.
That's right. Early in the game, the dropped touchdown pass by Singleton, who ended up getting into the end zone 3 times. Him dropping that pass, they had to settle for a field goal. Zach Kaplan at that moment of the game said, "I'm going to remember this drive for a long time." And I was like, "All right, there's plenty of game left." So at the end of the game, there's a lot of things you can think about, but that Singleton drop touchdown is definitely one.
Drew Ahlers throwing a pick is definitely 12. That was tough.
Yeah, I felt like he had a lot of time to maybe make a decision of what he wants to do, either try to bounce it out and run or throw it out of bounds. Instead, he does what a lot of quarterbacks should not do, and that's throw across your body, throw it across the middle of the field, and then Notre Dame takes advantage. I got a best friend of mine back home who's a Notre Dame fan. There was a Notre Dame fan sitting beside us at the game. They were talking about, the kicking issues they've had this year, but just it seemed like that was, this was Notre Dame's time.
I believe I heard their kicker, what's his name, Jeter, right?
Jeter.
Was like 8 of 16 during the regular season.
Oh, it was bad.
And he's done well in these playoffs, I guess.
And so, he had a great game against Georgia. But when that interception happened, I had my buddy texting me, and then I had that Notre Dame beside us saying, I still don't feel good. I still don't feel good because our kicking game's been so bad. But it just, you felt like this was it was destined for Notre Dame to get this win, especially after the terrible, terrible mistake by Ahlers. So Salah.
Let's check in with the chat gang real quick. PJ says hello, everybody. What's up, PJ? Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Tyler says we got snow coming down here. Where are you, Tyler? Let us know. Jamie says, Chandler, you've been grinding, slapping it, and putting it away wet. Since you've been gone, Jamie's turned into a complete weirdo. He is a weirdo.
Sound like he's turning into like an Eric M.
Yesterday he was talking about your dumps. It was weird, man.
Jamie.
Noah says, was Zach Massa catch at the game too?
No.
Alex Walker TV was.
He was.
I saw a picture with you guys.
Great to catch up with him.
Did you tell him I said hello?
I did.
Okay. Did he say anything back?
He just said, how's Clipper doing?
What'd you say?
And I said, he's doing fantastic.
Then what'd he say?
And then he said, that's great to hear.
Was that the end of it?
And then I said, anything else? And he said, I think we're good.
All right. Thank you for that report. Jamie says, I feel bad for Zach. It's going to stay with him for a long time. I still have nightmares about the outcome of the Colts Saints Super Bowl. Ironically, was also in Miami. Not a fun trip back. It was a fun trip for Tracy Porter running into the end zone. Grimes on Bigfoot said, if you can't complete a pass to a wide receiver, you are not a championship caliber team.
That was the stat to consider last night, and I saw it after the game as we were walking about 20 miles to the ride and share spot after the Orange Bowl.
20 miles, he said.
That's an exaggeration, but it was a long, long way. Anyway, I saw that, and I was like, man, you're telling me that no receiver? And it's funny because I had Wallace in a parlay to have 50 yards receiving, and I know that he didn't have any yards.
Yards.
In fact, he actually had not. He had no yards. And I was like, well, man, who's getting these catches? Tyler Warren, the tight end.
He is.
Singleton, the running back.
A freak.
He is, and he is. He's a unit. He is what I would say a hoss.
We were watching. I was watching college football live or something yesterday, and they showed his high school basketball days. He was dunking on folks. Also played quarterback in high school and looked like the Andy Reid punt, pass, and kick thing where he was just bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
Bulldozing people. It was pretty awesome.
I got an NFL vibe from the game last night, and not just because it's in an NFL stadium, but there was a lot of NFL prospects on the field as well. A lot of people wearing jerseys, wearing Tyler Warren jerseys, wearing Ahlers jerseys, wearing the Singleton jerseys. Like, there was a bunch of jerseys, and they're like legit jerseys. Like, they look like the jerseys you would get in like an NFL fan shop. So
I wonder if they're NIL, like actual jerseys, or they're overseas fakes, or what they are.
Yeah, and then Notre Dame fans had the Leonard jerseys and Love jerseys.
See any throwbacks?
Oh, yes,
like
absolutely.
Montana, Jerome Bettis, Rocket Ismail.
None of those, but you know who I did see? Brady Quinn.
Ugh.
Tim Brown.
I saw a few Brady Quinn. No Tim Brown that I saw. Now, there might have been somebody there with one on, but I didn't see any. I did see a
Kijana Carter, LeVar Arrington,
Jimmy
who
Clausen.
just had an interception.
By the way, he was at the game.
LeVar?
Mm-hmm. They introduced the Hall of Fame class for the Orange Bowl. That lineup is former Patriot Vince Wilfork.
Big fella.
The other one is former USC quarterback, lefty, Matt Leinart. And then this place went nuts. And when I say nuts, they booed the hell out of him. Coach Orvin Myers.
Coach Irvin Myers.
Coach Irvin Myers.
Is going into the Orange Bowl Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Percy Harvey.
Percy Harvey.
Percy Harvey was not there.
How about, do we have anybody else? Tim Tebow? Was that it?
Go Gator.
Oh, that was, yeah, go Gator. Percy
Go
Harvey.
Gator.
Oh, man. All right. Tyler's in Forsyth County where it's snowing. Josh says it's snowing in the mountains. Josh pulled into Mitchell County. Is that where Mount Mitchell is? Heading to Banner Elk before driving back to the coast. All right, Josh, thank you for your full travel plans. We're going to get some snow here?
I think so, because it is cute. I think so. And the ride, the flight back from Charlotte today, just earlier, the whole way there, it's like, you ever go out deep sea fishing and you just see nothing? You don't see any land?
No, never done that.
You never done that?
No.
We should do that sometime.
I've been on a cruise. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen no land.
Well, in the air, it's nothing but white. Like, it's like you can't see anything. And it's very, very weird. And I didn't like it.
Huh. All right.
I've heard a lot.
Shout out to PGV for getting us to Charlotte and back. Thank you.
Thank you, PGV.
I've heard we could get an inch to 5 inches. Crazy.
You down with PGV?
PGV? Yeah, you know me.
Okay.
Yeah, you fly me.
Steve says, hey, yo, welcome back soon.
Hey, yo.
Thank you, Steve.
We need to take a break because I got a lot of interviews today, Sean, including one with my guy.
What's up, my guy? What's up, my guy?
Raj Harris. Talked to him earlier today. You will see that on YouTube and hear that on your radio airwaves when we return busy football edition with some baseball sprinkled in of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with more after these words.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed relaxed and healed. Contact us today at Kairos.floats.com. Kairos Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Aayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Bostic Sugg Furniture's January sale and clearance is happening now. We've made dramatic price reductions on furniture and mattresses store-wide to make room for new styles. Save up to 70% off discontinued items. Don't miss your chance to get beautiful furniture at exceptional values. Plus, 6-month special financing. New year, new mattress, better sleep. Save on our great selection of comfortable mattresses with up to 48 months special financing during the January sale and clearance at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Shirley, I got news for you.
Okay.
The Miami Dolphins have fired Wes Welker as their wide receiver coach.
Man.
What did he do?
I didn't even know Wes Walker was our wide receiver coach.
Also fired special teams coordinator, Danny Crossman.
Talking about Danny Crossman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Household name.
D. Cross.
Well, they needed to fire somebody.
Well, they are taking the brunt of it right now, as I guess Mike McDaniel will be there next season. All right, welcome back into the show. Shirley Rhodes, J-Bone, Chan Man, salesman here. On a Friday, we've got a ton to get to, so no dillying or dallying. Let's hear my convo with our guy, Rahjai Harris. Talked to him earlier today. He joined us from South Carolina. Here's that video and audio. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, my guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Rahjai Harris, number 47, hero of the Military Bowl, joining us. Rahjai, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. Hey, we're going to miss you tomorrow, Saturday at Shimmer, but we'll do a make good. Hopefully the weather will be a little better, and we'll see Rahjai at Shimmer Boutique coming up next Saturday, the 18th, from 11 to 1. I know you're bummed you won't see all your fans this week, but we'll get it done next week, right?
Yeah, we'll get it done next week. I know the weather's kind of bad. It just started snowing down here in South Carolina.
Okay.
So, you know, the weather's kind of bad. I don't want anybody to get trapped in that snow. So, y'all will see me next week for sure.
So, Rahjai, now former ECU running back. That hurts the heart to say a little bit. But tell us what you're up to down in South Carolina. What you doing right now?
Oh, man, right now I'm training. I'm at the gym right now, man, just getting in working at 1%. I start my combine training Monday. So I'll be doing a little bit Monday through Friday. On my weekends, do some mobility, stuff like that. So just working, man, grinding.
Yeah, and I've talked to a lot of guys preparing for pro day at combine, things like that. And
it's almost like it's not football. Like you're practicing for those specific drills, right? Is that kind of what you're trying to get ready for now?
Man. Yeah, so it's really all about technique with everything. So really going back to the basics of what you learned when you first started playing, and just applying everything to that. But excited, man. Excited for it, man. Excited for this 40. Excited for the bench press. Excited for all this stuff, man. Because it's like I'm going through track all over again, and that's when my body was the most in shape. So man, I'm just excited for it.
Speaking of your body being most in shape, you had a tremendous stretch there at the end of the season, and it coincided with East Carolina's winning streak as well. So, how about the body holding up? That's a credit to you for keeping your body in shape, but there's got to be a little luck involved in that, and but really just you putting in the work, right? So, how about you're kind of able to be at your best at the end of your final year? That a lot of guys can't say that. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Coach Harold. Big shout out to the whole training staff. Big shout out to Young's physical therapy, man. Everybody just played a part into it, man. Not just me, but everybody on staff. Just take care of our bodies. I probably go in the training room 2-3 times a day. Just doing different things. If it's mobility, cold tubs, recovery, talking to Shane, stretching, whatever I got to do just to be ready for a Saturday night game. I do it, man. And you see now LeBron James spends $1 million on his body. It just shows you how much you gain from it. So just taking care of my body and taking care of my mental, man, it took me far, especially that second stretch.
Yeah. Rahjai Harris joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Rahjai, you were on the Brian Bailey Show Monday, so I might repeat a few questions, but I do want to ask you about the Military Bowl, and talked to John David Baker on Monday, and I recall at least 2, he said 3, I think, instances where you guys ran the ball on 3rd and medium or 3rd and long, and it worked, I think, every time. Of course, it worked at the end. No offense, Rahjai. I said, you've hit some home runs, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking more Rahjai 8 to 10 to 12 to 18 yards, not 80-some yards. But man, how about kind of when you got the ball, you got that open lane? What's that feeling like when there's an end zone 70, 80 yards ahead of you, and you're going for it?
It feels good, man. It feels good just because, man, you know that you can do it, and you've been training your whole life just to do it. And you finally get the opportunity to present it to yourself when you want it the most. Honestly, the last game of the season, your last game as a Pirate, and the game's on the line, man. You get the ball, so it's big, man. Just to do something like that. I was kind of with the fans when they were saying they was hyped up, man. I was hyped too, man. Just to make that run, make that play, man. Because like you said, man, I'm used to the 18, 15, 20-yard runs. When you strike at 86, it's like, dang, man, this feel like high school. So
that's some high school, man. Some Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson, Kean Mitchell, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, man, speaking of that, we had a caller on the postgame show that night, and he said, and I want to believe this is true because it sounds like great Pirate lore, but he said, I swear I was looking at the sideline, and before the last possession, the last drive, Rahjai and Keaton Mitchell were talking, and Keaton kept showing him some kind of move or something. I think I think you might have discussed this since then, but he said, I swear Keaton Mitchell showed him a move, and then Rahjai went out and did it and scored a touchdown. That sounds cool. Is that true, Rahjai?
Yeah, so it wasn't exactly like that, but it was kind of like we was talking about like the different techniques that the defensive players was in previously, and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy they lined up in the same formation, and he was just telling me like read the end, and when I got to the second level, throw a head fake. So I don't know if you seen the head fake from the 86-yard run. I kind of threw it in there before I made the move. And, man, I did it, man. And it was one of them Keaton Mitchell plays.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Great to have the support of Keaton Mitchell, Holton, and Cade Norman from here. We're up there. A lot of your former teammates. And you've talked about the fans, too, man, to go out in a bowl game, kind of crappy weather, a few hours away from home, but to see that purple and gold, that's got to give y'all a boost, right?
Man, it's crazy. We went out in warm-ups, man. I told the guys, I said, man, this feel like a home game. The whole outside was full of purple. And then the NC State side, too, it was a lot of purple on that side, too. And then you had the hill. The hill was purple and everything. So it definitely gives you like a advantage, a +1, man, when you got the crowd in it with you. And, you know, like we said, man, we go out there and ball. We go out there and ball for each other, but we do it for the people that can't do it as well, man. So really appreciate the fans. Really appreciate all the alums that was at the game, man. And, you know, we got that dub for y'all.
Rahjai Harris joining us. So, Rahjai, as far as the now, getting ready for, like, what's your next step, kind of, as far as being in front of NFL scouts, being in front of teams, talking to people? You're training now, so, like, what's the calendar look like for you?
I'm hoping I get a combine invite. If I do get a combine invite, man, that'll be everything. I think that starts at the end of February, in the beginning of March. If I don't get it, which it is what it is, Pro Day is the end of March. So just grinding, man. I'm in the grind mode. I'm kind of locked in right now. Just, man, full force, full head of steam, man. And if you get in this way, man, it's train not stopping. So we're stacking that 1%, man, and we just going with the flow.
When have you not been in grind mode?
I'm always in grind mode.
I mean, yeah, that's a constant.
I'm in dad mode, grind mode, everything, man. That's just what I am, and that's what my dad is, man. So the apple don't fall too far from the tree, man. So shoot, I want to be better, a better version of him. I want to live, you know, my life like he lived his. So whatever I got to do that, man, I'm gonna do it.
And your little girl's like old enough now to realize what her dad's doing, you know, in life and on the football field. What's she think about your running ability?
She love it, man. She seen my boo-boo on my neck that I got from the game. She said, "Is that from football?" And I said, "Yeah, that's from football." So she kind of understanding everything, man. But you know, I'm still teaching her little things, man, and she'll get it as life goes on. So
yeah. That's awesome. Rahjai joining us. We got Ohio State, Texas coming up tonight, and then the NFL playoffs coming up on Saturday. This is not an insult. This is a statement. It's weird to see the 49ers not in the playoffs. I'll say that and move on. It's also weird to see my guys in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I ain't gonna give you the excuses that I want to give you about the injuries and stuff like that. I ain't gonna give you that. Give you that. It ain't even me, but it is what it is, man.
All right, so Rahjai, real quick, let's say the Lions and the Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl. Who makes it from the NFC? Who makes it from the AFC? Who are like the second best teams in each conference? NFC, you got Eagles, you got Vikings, Bucks, Commanders.
I like the Eagles.
Yeah.
I like the Eagles, but then again, I want the Ravens to win it, though. I want Keaton to get a Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just
they're playing great right now.
Yeah, but you know how that goes.
Yeah. They got the Broncos, or they've got the Steelers, Broncos, Bills coming up this weekend. I feel like this is the year that Lamar or Josh Allen can maybe get Mahomes. Maybe I just hope. I don't know if I really feel that way.
Yeah, let's just have our fingers crossed for that.
Yeah. Rahjai, once again, we will see you back in Greenville, North Carolina, coming up next Saturday. Shimmer Boutique, 11 to 1. Had to move it from this weekend due to weather, but he'll be in town next week. I'll let you get back to work, man. I appreciate you joining us, and we'll have more chats like these coming up. So looking forward to that. But good luck to you, Rahjai, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, there he is, Rahjai Harris. We'll see him next Saturday at Shimmer Boutique from 11 to 1. That'll be Saturday the 18th here in Greenville, North Carolina. Let's take a break. When we return, Brian North joins us. So we'll talk playoffs, ECU, and more. Back with you. Busy Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live after this. Pirate Radio is your home for the NFL playoffs. Tune in Monday night as the Minnesota Vikings go to L.A. to face the Rams.
There's the snap, the fake handoff, dropping back Darnold. Cocks his right arm, throws, back in the end zone, caught, touchdown.
Here comes Nakua in motion to the right. Here's the snap, handoff, Williams straight ahead, driving, close, and he is in. Touchdown, Rams.
Catch the Vikings and the Rams Monday night right here on Pirate Radio, your radio home for Super Bowl 59.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler?
Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Aayers Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Holton Ahlers. Join me for the Holton Ahlers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Let's quickly go out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line and talk to Brian North, WCTI 12. He joins us here on the program. Brian, how you doing?
I'm exhausted from the fear-mongering we've had to do on the news all day about the impending storm we've got coming.
Yeah, so can do different things in different places. What's it looking like in your neck of the woods, Brian?
So we're located in the New Bern, Craven County area. We're kind of in that line where it's going to be. combination of we may see just a few flakes of snow, but mostly freezing rain. Rain is going to be the major area of concern. In the overnight hours, when you talk about the timing of these things, a Friday night going into a Saturday where most people don't have to work is probably, the best time for these things to happen so everybody can just stay home and stay off the roads. Mostly worse, we're hearing from sundown to sun up, and then things will get a little interesting there when, the refreezing stuff is what we're mostly worried about going into the weekend.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at as well. It's like start tonight, be a little overnight deal, and kind of see what happens. But you're right, not bad that it's on a Saturday to keep a lot of the traffic off the roads. Brian North joining us. Are your girls at the age where they're like they hear about this and get excited? I remember the youthful exuberance when there was any kind of chance for some snow around here.
We had a 6.5-minute conversation the other day of an exact way on how they want to build their snowman.
So yes, the plans are ready.
From everything of what's going to, we had to have the discussion and the breakdown. You don't always have to use a carrot for a nose or buttons. So we had to go through all the options they had of what they can use to decorate their snowman.
Let me ask you this: things change, Brian. Is Frosty still the go-to, or do you hear more Olaf now when you talk snowman?
Boy, that's a great point. They do reference Frosty, but Olaf's their guy.
Yeah.
So it's like Olaf almost isn't in the snowman character in their mind. He is. He's a whole lot different. Where the kids made Frosty, Elsa made Olaf.
There you go. There's a little education for you folks out there, especially if you're you childless folks that are wondering what the hell we're talking about right now. Brian North joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Brian, I wanted to bring this up with you because you do a great job covering local sports and one of the best jobs, I think, of following guys once they're done playing local sports here and moving on to professional sports. But East Carolina this week, like all teams, hitting the road recruiting, and there has been an outpouring of pictures from coaches at ECU posting, high schools from. I saw mine represented. I saw Shirley's Farmville Central Jaguars represented, and everything in between. It's a bit of posturing and marketing, and I don't care. That's fine. Then they'll probably find maybe a diamond in the rough or two in these areas. But have you? I know you're not a huge online guy, Brian, but have you seen that? I thought it was pretty neat that ECU did that this week.
No, I did not see that, but it's brilliant. And we've always said perception is the greater reality a lot of times. And so ECU's been taking some hits lately about maybe not recruiting some of the Eastern North Carolina kids they could in recent years and missing on some kids. And so reestablishing that at least illusion that you're recruiting your backyard hard and getting some of those kids in. Every coach comes in. Bill Belichick even talked about coming in and dominating recruiting in the state of North Carolina. So take care of your backyard or at least create that illusion. So it's a great marketing ploy. Everybody's visual now with social media. So kudos to ECU's football team for at least creating that illusion, whether they get those kids or not.
Brian, this is one of the latest Happy New Year's, but first time I've talked to you since the turn of the calendar. Happy New Year. Also, one of the latest bowl recaps ever. You had the last word on our Bud Light pregame tailgate. Haven't talked to you since then. So how about the Pirates knocking off NC State? Does that completely close a book and now we start a new one, or can you add to the chapter? You know what I'm saying? Can that carry over into this offseason, momentum, all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. No, the most talked about hand towel in Eastern North Carolina will be the NC State towel that the wide receiver took from the NC State guy. And so, if anything, that sparked a whole new chapter on this deal.
Yeah.
So, and the ECU narrative is always going to be well, they don't think it's a rivalry. Well, look at how they reacted, so it must be a rivalry. And the NC State people are going to be cheap play, and now we're really going to come for you. So, no, I think it really ratcheted up the rivalry, added another chapter to it. I had shades of 1987 and dance in my head when they were all out in the field getting ready to push each other around. And so you don't want to see those things, but it becomes part of the rivalry and the narrative that, maybe it does matter a little bit more. And the funny thing I think of all this, so NC State had 2 fights in 2 games to end their year.
Yeah.
So this whole narrative that we've had of, well, transferring, there's no loyalty, the kids don't matter. So either they're just a bunch of chippy kids who want to fight anybody, or maybe there's a little more passion out there than we want to give them credit for. Either way, it certainly gets the fan bases fired up, and they're the ones who paid the tickets. And so I think it really bleeds into this whole summer of talking about it and into that first game.
No doubt. And is it a complete indictment on Dave Doeren? I don't know. But Brian, man, did that not add a ton more pressure on him for week 1 next season? You lose 2 in a row to ECU, not just 2 in a row, but like back-to-back games to East Carolina. That seat is super hot, right?
Right, and he's been there so long, and now you start talking. He's had a couple up and down seasons lately, and they missed on their quarterback this last year. So, but now they've got a quarterback who got great experience back this year. So, I think if they have another losing season or 500 season, the temperature gets turned up a lot. Now, I'm not an NC State administrator, but I think we saw with Mike Houston this year. All of a sudden, fans and the donation of the mighty dollar when it comes to all these different things that they're being asked to donate to now, it's carrying a little more weight when it comes to having an influence on the coaching decisions. And we've heard a lot of people creaking and moaning about Dave Doeren this year. So they get off to a bad start this next season. That wick gets turned up a little bit more on that heat.
How much do schools look at what's going on around them, Brian, and make decisions based on that? I bring that up because you can't ignore what's happening in Chapel Hill with Bill Belichick with the new coach there. Duke was the best team in the state of North Carolina this year, and I'm looking at their schedule next year. They'll have a chance to be top 25 if they can win some games. They got Illinois going to Durham, at Tulane, who's a good team, at UConn, who was in a bowl, who beat Carolina in a bowl. So, their non-conference schedule has them where if they can win games, they could legitimately be a top 25 team next year. So then you got NC State. Does what's happening in Chapel Hill and Durham right now maybe put even more pressure on State, or do they, kind of ignore that, worry about what's happening in their own yard?
I think it all depends on leadership and how leadership reacts. Some people are worried about how they look compared to their neighbors. Yeah. Others don't give a crap. So I think it really all depends on the leadership at each school. I think always has to look at changing leadership, changing chancellors, changing athletic directors, changing football coaches, who's all comfortable with who. I think that matters even more than maybe what the other schools are doing. But let's face it, there's so much ego involved in all of this that there are some who get caught looking over at the other lane instead of making sure they stay in their own lane. So wouldn't surprise me if some of that happens, but the best programs, the best teams, the best organizations always worry about their own path and make sure they take care of their own fundamentals and their own business and not worry about comparing what the others are doing. You look at the others to see if there's anything you can glean from them, and maybe you can borrow from them. But I think if you start getting jealous because somebody else hires multiple Super Bowl champion coach and you want to go out and try and find somebody similar, well, that's probably not going to happen. So just counteract what they're doing by doubling down on what fundamentally has worked for you in the past and just keep going forward while trying to adapt along the way. So I always tell people, just stay in your lane, control what you can control, all those great cliches. There's only 3 things in your life that you can control: your effort, your attitude, and your decision-making. So quit worried about what they're doing and just concentrate on your own thing.
All right, Coach North joining us today. I like that. Put that on a T-shirt. Brian, you're a little older than me. I'm old enough to remember Notre Dame being really what I thought as a kid was like the power of all powers. And I've said this a lot, but my mom taught school in Craven County for years. And when I heard, I guess around 10 years old, that Lee Beckton was going to Notre Dame, a running back from right down the road from where I live, you could have told me the president lived down the road, and I would have thought the Notre Dame running back was a bigger deal. Notre Dame was the end all be all. But I'm old enough to remember that. I'm old enough to remember where for 2 or 3 decades you never picked them to win a big game because they were overhyped, overrated, and would step up in a BCS bowl or whatever and just get demolished. And now I'm here to see them back in win a national championship again. So got to give credit to Coach Freeman and the team he's built, and Riley Leonard, not always pretty, but man, is he gutsy. They get it done against Penn State last night in a wild one, and the Irish, I'm almost pulling for them. I had them against Georgia, had them last night, and they are not the, pee down their leg Notre Dame team we've seen the last 25 or whatever years when they get in these big games.
I love Marcus Freeman and what he's been doing. They're certainly not going to be the most talented team on the field when they play in that national championship game. I think both Ohio State and Texas have more talent that will be on the field, but you love what they're doing. You just hope it doesn't turn into one of those nightmare, love the underdog until they actually get there and then they get blown out by So, but I think a lot of people are looking at that could be a possibility with the talent that Ohio State and Texas bring. So, but look, love the story so far. And I've never been a Notre Dame guy myself. I'm with you. Lee Beckton was a great story, and there's been some great players that have come out of there, but they've always been kind of the golden child, the ones who always get what they want, the NBC contract that has so many years, all the money that they wanted, all the primetime exposure that they wanted, the Subway alumni that they've always had going for them. So,
well, I was going to say, not necessarily your part of New York, but there's a lot of New York Notre Dame fans, right? Yeah,
all over the country, but no, definitely in New York as well. They used to go and play in New York City, Stadium, and so they've always had that national following, but no, a heavy New York following with the Irish influence that is part of especially New York City and some of the upstate as well. So no, a heavy presence, but that's been around the country, and even back when they were in the 40s and 50s, and they got all the national press. They became a national brand, and that's been carried over from family to family and handed down. And so they still have that great Subway alumni tradition that a lot of people still root for them. The talent just hasn't been quite matching up on the field as to what the people had hoped coming out of, the 80s. I mean, they had a good run in the 90s, and Lou Holtz and all of that. But it's not – the reputation precedes them right now.
Of course, yeah. And if they keep winning like this, they'll get annoying again, and I'll get tired of them again. That's the way it goes, right?
Right. And stealing quarterbacks from the ACC every year, yes.
Yeah.
And so, sometimes I want the portal thing, the teams that rely on the portal so much to fail because I hate the portal so much and what it's done. But I'm here for it as well, too. So, look, Riley Leonard enjoys playing football no matter where he is. And as much as I didn't like his move going to Notre Dame, it's worked out well for him. I don't know if he's a Sunday guy because of it, but I've enjoyed watching him not play the greatest football, but enjoy having fun playing football this year.
Speaking of portal, I've been talking about Texas, Ohio State, mostly from the Ohio State side and how they look like an NFL team against Oregon and our favorites tonight. But totally forgot about the Quinn Ewers deal. Texas guy goes to Ohio State. What did he leave high school early maybe, or just get a monster NIL deal? Leaves there, goes back to his home state, and now is the Texas quarterback tonight facing the Buckeyes. So
it's all these quarterbacks, it seems like, right? And it's just kind of like you graduate up to the highest tier of college football now. Yeah. All these guys seem to have transferred or played somewhere else, and it seems to be the standard. It's like you can't go to one of these universities unless you've already played or taken money from somebody else. So it's just interesting the background. Quarterback seems like the one position in the portal that no one will ever stay more than 2 years or 3 years at any place ever again.
Yeah, it feels that way. Brian North joining us. Brian, you like the momentum ECU has carrying over into the offseason. Before we talk NFL playoffs, can the Panthers do that? Man, how about the way they ended the season? How about Bryce Young? And I think you were kind of on this, Brian. You liked him to take a step back, kind of watch from the sidelines. I'm not the only one, but I would have been totally off. I thought he was about cooked in the NFL, but man, he looked awesome down the stretch. And Panthers winning some games here to close out 2024, going into 25.
Well, right, I remember saying on your show, right, he had no juice early in the year. There was nothing there. He wasn't taking chances. There was no excitement. There was nothing in his game that make you sat up in your seat. Then he sits for those games behind Andy Dalton. He comes back, and it was okay, but each week there was progression. And then I think I said on the show, wait, there's going to be a step back one of these weeks. Then how does he react? And he did have one of those step backs against the Cowboys. Then he comes back and plays even better, takes those 2 steps forward. So now he's smiling. Now there's juice. Now he's making throws. You're like, oh, man, that's a heck of a throw right there. And so this is a reclamation project. He should be the most improved player in the NFL based on what he has done. And I wasn't sure either, Clip. I'm on record saying I'm not quite sure it's there. But there had to be something that was there to make him a Heisman Trophy winner and a guy that Alabama had and leading them to national championships. I just hadn't seen it. But now the spark was finally lit, and now he's kind of fun to watch. I wouldn't call him a top 10 quarterback by any means yet, but he's been fun, and he's been making some throws that people have been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
It certainly gives Panther fans a lot of optimism going into next year.
That's what I was going to say. All they really wanted, I think, Panthers fans, was some hope, and they have that now. So,
yeah.
All right, Brian, this is sad, but since becoming a full-time week-to-week Washington fan, I can count the number of playoff wins with my 2 thumbs. It's 2. It was 1999 season against Gus Frerotte and the Lions. Yep. That was our last home playoff win. And then the 2005 season, they beat Chris Sims and the Bucks. If you give us a bad quarterback in a playoff game, we might beat them. Yeah. This time, Baker Mayfield, who is not a bad quarterback. He's looked really, really good this year, throwing 40 touchdowns. But Bucks Commanders coming up Sunday night. Anything you're interested in with these playoffs? Any matchups, any teams? I like the storyline, like can a Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson chase down Mahomes? I'm intrigued by that this year. Anything you're following?
Yeah, all of them. I think they're all really great first-round matchups. I mean, Ravens-Steelers is classic for a first-round matchup. I'm even interested in the Chargers going on the road to Houston. Houston had that great start to the year, and they've kind of gotten out of everybody's rotation of talking about them. But now can L.A. go into Houston and win? I think it's a great Saturday lineup. And then, of course, intrigued by Buffalo, we've got Javonte Williams out of Wallace Rose Hill. Can Pookie and the Broncos go into Buffalo and cause some ripples? I think they're probably going to be a heavy underdog, but the way they've been playing now, and Sean, what's his name, the head coach of the Broncos?
Sean Payton, yeah.
Yeah, he just is conservative with his game plan and keeps these games close, and he'll have something to throw at Josh Allen, so I think that's intriguing. The Commanders-Bucks, something tells me that's going to be a high-scoring affair. Seems like there's a lot of offense to be had there. And then the Monday night game with having to move the game from L.A., but watch out for those Rams now. And then the Vikings, how did they respond? They had such a great year. I like NFL players with the way they can normally rebound, but can Minnesota rebound? Can Sam Darnold, did he start seeing ghosts again? Or can he now go into Arizona, which may be a blessing for him, not quite as a hostile environment? I think that's really a great Monday night game. So I love these first-round matchups.
Great setup by Brian North. You can hear the action if you're out and about right here on Pirate Radio. Looking forward to what they call now Super Wildcard Weekend. Brian, I always enjoy the sports chat with you, man. Hope your girls get a little bit of snow so they can build a snowman. That'd be fun.
I get a feeling that this is not going to be the last snow we see this year. So if we get a chance tonight, I just get this feeling that we're going to have one of those years where we have some later snow. So Cliff Godwin may not like to hear that, but I just got the feeling we're going to see some later snow this year.
North, have a good one, man. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, sounds good, Clipper. Stay dry, and good luck with your snowman.
Thank you, sir. Brian North, wrapping up hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live. When we return, playoff picks. Tony Dunn will join us. We'll pick Chargers, Texans, Steelers, Ravens. It's your Saturday lineup. Broncos, Bills, Packers, Eagles, Commanders, Bucks on Sunday. And then Monday night, Vikings, Rams. We'll pick them all when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get get bucked up.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Aayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Shirley. Jared Watkins.
Chandler Honeycutt back from the Orange Bowl. Tony Dunn joining us with a little pep in the step after the Panthers finishing on a high note. Tony talked about the Pirates with their win over NC State, and Brian North said certainly you can carry that momentum into the offseason. Asked him the same thing about the Panthers, and with the way they finished, with the way Bryce Young looked, with the turnaround celebrate, like
the Steph Curry turnaround celebration.
He's got some spunk. What was it? Shawn Michaels lost his smile.
Yeah, lost his smile.
Bryce Young has found a smile.
I'm going to say this: he's got some moxie.
He's got that Riz.
All right, you ruined it.
But Tony, like, can you? I mean, you were pretty down in the dumps for good reason, and you just wanted a sign of hope. You got at least some hope, right?
Oh man, I mean, really, if you go back to the beginning of the season, what I wanted to happen this season actually did happen, although
it took a little while.
It wasn't in the fashion that I hoped it would happen, and that was two things we would get to at the end of this season, and that was one, that we had a belief that Bryce Young could be a starter going forward, and maybe be the answer, right, or the truth in some sense. And then the other is that Dave Canales, the first-year head coach, proved himself to be a good fit and a good choice, and both of those things happened. And again, and not in the fashion that I would have wanted it to, or I had hoped or thought. I thought it was going to be an incremental week-to-week thing where Bryce continued to prove himself and get better throughout the season, and the Panthers, just weren't terrible, and that this head coach showed himself to be capable of this. It was a roller coaster, particularly when Bryce was benched, and then this fortunate car accident with I don't even remember his name now, Andy Dalton. But I think really the even bigger story, I mean, that one's going to go down as in like lore if Bryce Young turns out to be the real deal for the long term. But the bigger story to me is even Dave Canales being able to hold this team together through really a point in the season where we were like, this is off, like
as bad as it's ever been.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so those things happened, and you got to feel that there's momentum. I mean, there's enthusiasm among Panther fans. The last post-game show and our podcast almost got back to numbers that were normal, as in people were callers, like old callers, like legendary callers are calling back in that have been, really in hiding. Or
you've experienced that on the fifth quarter.
Yeah, there are times where you're like, will it ever return? Like, will it ever get back to where it was? And you probably had those thoughts with the Panthers. Like, is this just us for the foreseeable future?
I thought it was a decade. It was in the point of like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a decade-long spin out of control. So those things happen. It was, I think another cool thing is you see Jonathan Stewart on Twitter, a lot of the current players on Twitter out there, and it almost seems like Carolina could be a slight destination spot for free agents, which is something that sounded ridiculous to say halfway through the season and maybe for the last 5 years.
And I think another thing, too, that was something that came up this year that I feel like is not talked about a lot, especially because we wanted this to happen, but David Tepper kind of stepping back and kind of letting other people run the show a little bit and hiring a CEO and doing all. And now he's going to still make some decisions, but it seems like at least there's a few fingers off of the franchise.
That's another thing that I thought would never happen, like Dave Tepper being in people's decent graces right now.
Yeah, I think he's just been out of sight, out of mind. But I wouldn't be surprised to see his fingerprints all over this team again in the future now that Bryce Young's looking good, and he had so much to do with that selection.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. All right, there's your Panthers talk. Coaching news. J-Bone, I saw that the Patriots interviewed Ben Johnson.
Virtually. They had an in-person meeting with Mike Vrabel yesterday.
Here's a fun one. The Jets have interviewed Mike Locksley from Maryland. I saw somebody say the Jets coaching interviews look like AI created it. Like they just...
It's absurd.
I think Ron Rivera might.
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan's the one where you're like, what are they doing?
Dude, I love Ron Rivera. I'm sure you do too, but like he should not be a head coach in 2025. Like the game has passed him by.
passed him by.
Yes.
Really? Just because he's a defensive guy?
Well,
you got a defensive coach. I think he actually would be a great fit for the Jets.
We got a cool defensive coach. He's got a backwards hat.
So my criteria for especially the Raiders this season looking for a new coach, if you're drawing Social Security, you should not be in the running.
I saw somebody on Snapchat today talk about Bill Belichick's going to leave Carolina in the middle of the summer to go be the Raiders coach.
Oh, I would love
All
that.
right, if we don't have a head coach in place by June, next season's a wash. Like, we're done.
Dude, take your time.
Why
Why rush it?
The latest we should be hiring a coach is February 10th.
It's fall camp, training camp.
February 10th is the latest I'll accept the head coaching hire.
All right, and all pro teams. I don't think
Only one rookie was named to the All Pro team.
And I already see him right
Brock
now.
Bowers?
Brock Bowers.
I'm
First
fine
team.
with that.
I mean, he had the most catches.
Yep.
He broke all kinds of records.
Broke a lot of rookie records and, a lot of tight end records. And now the first rookie tight end to be first team All Pro since Jeremy Shockey in 02.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Former Panther.
Watching Packers, Redskins 2015. We got a safety coming up, boys.
Right here?
A little playoff safety action. Boy, we let this one get away. I'm going to show you a play that I'm still pissed off about all these years later.
I mean, you remember that safety, right?
Dude, he does it all the time, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Kind of play spoiler,
I'm
but it's
pretty
okay.
sure it's this drive coming up after the kick. Deshaun Jackson could have walked in for a touchdown, but does something weird and goes out of the one. We end up kicking a field goal. We end up losing. God, I'm still mad.
I know about those weird Deshaun Jackson plays.
He gets weird around the goal line.
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
this was 2-3 years ago. Sunday night, Raiders Chiefs. Long ball, wide open. Deshaun Jackson catches it, can walk in for a touchdown. He turns around and just chest pass to the Chiefs defender.
Oh, God.
Do you not remember that? That is one of the stupidest.
That's even worse than the one where he drops it before he crosses
We were
the line.
in the game up until that point, and I just immediately grabbed my keys, walked out the door.
Speaking of weird head coaching names, I actually heard Jay Gruden. Some people were interested in him.
I have not heard his name in a long time. In fact, I don't think he's been doing anything.
Just tweeting.
He's just like smoking cigarettes outside a bar somewhere.
Like trolling Washington.
Has John Gruden been reached out to?
Nah, I mean he was like a consultant for the Saints last year, but no formal request for an interview.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna say Gruden goes into the college game because he's hanging around all these kids at Barstool now.
Yeah.
I mean, he said earlier in the year or later last year that he wanted to get involved in college. If he gets back
I
into
could see
coaching.
that happening. All right, we've got Tony. We're going to keep you until about 4:40ish. Okay. So I want to go ahead and get to the picks, but we're going to pick the games, but also pick a touchdown score. I might be making this more confusing than it should be, but we all have to pick a different touchdown score for each game, and we're kind of going to go draft style. So let's pick our games first as far as our touchdown score and who we want. I don't need a player per se. I just need you to pick a game. So Chandler, you pick first the game you want the first pick of a touchdown score of.
Okay.
And hopefully this will make sense as we go along. So Chandler, what game would you like to have the first pick in?
I'm going to go Packers at Eagles.
All right, so Chandler gets that first pick. Now, Jarrett, you pick the next game where you get the first pick of a touchdown score.
I'll go Broncos Bills.
Okay. Tony.
I will take Vikings Rams.
Lovely. That gives me Steelers Ravens. All right, and Chandler, you got Commanders Bucks or Chargers Texans?
I'll go Commanders and Bucks.
All right, and then Bone, that will give you Chargers Texans. Once we get into these, we'll show you what we're doing. But anyway, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll make all the picks and have our touchdown scores for the wild card weekend. Jamie says the Colts are interviewing Steve Wilkes for defensive coordinator. Where's he been? Charlotte?
Yeah, he's been an advisor at the university at Charlotte.
They're also interviewing Lou Anarumo. Fired Bengals.
Because
Aaron
the Colts. Oh, sorry, never mind. I was thinking of the Lions. I was like, where did Aaron Glenn go? Sorry.
wonder if he gets a head coaching job this cycle.
Coolest picture I've ever seen of a guy in a game where Aaron Glenn is the offense is on the field and he is just sitting on the bench just chilling, dude. Like he was just like, I looked like an old man at the park.
They got a fun staff there, and we'll see if it gets broken up with Johnson and Glenn this offseason cycle. We'll have our playoff picks when we return after this.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Happy New Year, Pirates! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Winter Chill is here, and we're continuing our biggest sale of last year with the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. You'll find major markdowns on tons of brands, including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Don't miss your chance to warm up with these once-a-year hot products with hot prices. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Pirate Radio.
It's never like the same stuff you hear every morning or like every afternoon on talk shows.
Your locally owned, locally operated radio station.
There's always new content.
That's the way I like it.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswears and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, let's make some playoff picks. Tony, I heard the Texans have been in the playoffs 8 times. Every time they have had the Sunday or the Saturday 4 o'clock game. It is their spot.
And lose in the first round 7 out of 8 times.
They beat the Raiders.
Yeah. Is that
we had Connor Cook. All right, if Derek Carr doesn't break his leg, we're at least in the conference championship.
Well, who started for them? Because I feel
Tom
like
Savage.
TJ
It was
Yates,
Tom-
they always have a random
it was
starter.
Tom Savage.
So Deshaun didn't even win a playoff game?
They blew that game to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he won a playoff game.
The universe has been telling us something about that guy for a minute now, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
What a loser.
Chargers, Texans. Chargers are a road favorite. I have not heard anybody wanting to invest in a Houston win today. So I'm interested to see if any of the panel likes the Texans. I am going to take Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers to win on the road.
Harbaugh makes a run in the playoffs, first year back in the league.
He at least wins one.
What a great, I mean, you got to just give it to the guy. That He is just good. I don't care
What
if
if he
don't.
wins a Super Bowl a year after winning the national championship? Has that ever happened?
Well, he's with the Chargers, so let's pump the brakes.
He's just.
But I'm saying, what if he does that?
Has anybody won a college national championship coaching and
Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll.
Yes.
And I feel like there's a couple more that Jamie or somebody in the chat tell me the other one or two.
Where they've done it back-to-back years.
No. Not back-to-back years.
That'd be crazy.
That would be wild, man.
That'd be wow.
Nuts.
Will Bill Belichick do it? No. Tony, who you got?
I'm going to pick the Chargers just to stay closer to you than 6 games.
So the wins will count as 1. Touchdown scores will count as 2 points or 2 wins. So, J-Bone.
Chargers.
And Sean.
I'm going to go Chargers.
Just for those scoring at home, Chandler now 26 games out of first place.
Let's go.
An impressive 18 games back of third.
Let's go, baby.
You're also taking the Chargers?
Yes.
All right.
And can I, what's the touchdown score point situation here?
2. It's worth 2 wins, basically. Skip, thank you. Barry Switzer. There you go. All right. J-Bone, you are picking the touchdown scorer first in this game, and you have who?
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. Down the sideline. All right, Tony, you have the second pick here.
Oh, so we got to do, okay.
Hey, we're picking every game.
I got it. Okay. I am going
Well, you asked me if a guy was healthy earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to go Nico Collins.
And he's fine, right, Jarrett?
I believe so. I haven't seen anything different.
I hope so.
Nico.
I was really fretting over Deontay Johnson, but I think I'll go Nico.
All right. I pick third in this game. So we got JK. We've got Nico. Is Joe Mixon healthy?
Yep.
I'll go Joe Mixon. Sean.
Give me
Quentin Johnson.
Give me Ladd McConkey.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Ladd
did we
McConkey.
really go a full... He's like the only Charger that didn't score a touchdown last week, so I think he's due for one this
I think
week.
Chandler needed him to last week.
Yes, I did.
That's one of my favorite Jarrett things when he goes,
Hey, we shut him down.
It's a little George Bushish.
Yeah. Yeah. Ladd McConkey.
Ravens
Now off the
Steelers.
strap.
Tony, let me get you. Have you looked at lines?
No.
What is the line for Steelers Ravens?
6.
That
9.5.
sounds about right. Started at like
9.5.
10.
Holy
now it's
moly.
9.5. Steelers have nosed.
Yeah, whether on a 4-game losing streak and still made the play. But how did they do that? Because they started out terrible. They just had
they started out 5-2.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's Steelers Ravens. I'm not picking the Steelers though. I'll take Baltimore at home.
Same.
All right, Sean.
I'll go Baltimore.
And Jarrett.
Ravens.
Yeah, kind of boring there.
I mean, the Ravens are really a good team. There haven't been a sexy team somehow this season. Is that we've been fixated on the Lions, the Eagles, but the Ravens have just been there. What was their final record? 11?
11-6.
Do you know what is sexy, Tony?
What's that?
The numbers 41-4. That is Lamar Jackson's touchdown to interception ratio. Yeah, that's what I saw. Like,
how is he?
I watch football.
He does have more total turnovers than that, but it's like 9 total turnovers.
That's still crazy.
41-4.
Yeah, I'm not poo-pooing that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even if it was 41-9, that still would be an incredible.
I'm just trying to defend Josh Allen's MVP a little bit here.
Why? Because you picked him? Or?
No, because I think he deserves it more, just given who's on his
Has
team.
he gotten it before?
No.
See, I think that's going to factor in.
I mean, look at the
Lamar's
Bills.
got 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Bills roster. They don't really have anything on that team that stands out. Ravens, they got a great defense, great run game, offensive line.
It's a very 2015-esque Carolina Panthers moment with Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Did you take Henry?
I'm taking Derrick Henry as the touchdown scorer. Chandler.
Baddest man in the NFL. Give me. Somebody take Andrews.
You're second.
Oh, Mark Andrews. Sorry.
J-Bone.
Isaiah Likely.
All right.
Zay Flowers.
He's out.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he got hurt last week.
Pickens.
Okay, I was going to say, you might as well go with a Steeler here. And George could be the guy on a big play. Broncos at Bills. I don't think anybody's going to have the onions to take the Broncos. If we did spread here. Wait, why you got your...
Just an interesting stat here. Sean Payton against bald head coaches, 30-12.
Really took some research to get that.
It was one tweet I saw.
Stats to consider.
Interesting. If we pick spread, what is the latest line on this game?
It got all the way down to 8 last night. It has gone back up to 9.
Anybody willing to take the Broncos against the spread here?
Hell no.
I mean, they did win 38-0 last week.
Against the greatest team in the NFL.
Against a bunch of janitors.
I heard that there was an investigation.
There's no
I
investigation.
was like, what?
They had Carson Wentz on the other side playing. There's your investigation.
Tony, who was the last team to shut out the Chiefs?
Oh, God, the Raiders.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're all going to take the Bills here.
Yeah.
I've talked to a few that think Denver can hang in it, mostly due to Sean Payton delivering a little magic. J-Bone, you picked the first touchdown scorer in
Josh
this game.
Allen.
Okay.
I don't even know players on these teams.
Tony, you're up next. This could be tough for you if you don't know the players.
No, I don't.
Would you like for me to? I don't know. Should I help him out?
Their running back James Cook was second in rushing touchdowns this year.
All right, I'll take him because I've only had receivers so far.
All right, so I'm gonna go with give me the Shakir dude.
Khalil Shakir.
Yeah, I'll take him. And Chandler.
Jaquan McMillan. No, I'm just kidding. That would be crazy. You ought to give me.
We could do defense special teams if you want to.
I'm not doing that. Give me Dalton Kincaid.
All right. Here we go. I love the Eagles this week.
Nobody picked Amari Cooper.
I don't really know his injury status. He's been in and out lately.
I am down on the Packers, which is weird because I've kind of been up on them all year. But I think the Eagles win by double digits here against Green Bay. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they lost Christian Watson.
Yeah.
A kind of scary moment for Jordan Love when his hand cramped up or whatever. He went numb or something. So all those things about why you want to consider resting players in the playoffs. No, the Eagles to me are the best team in football.
The Packers, though, they do have a weird.
Well, maybe the Lions actually.
I was about to say
after that Sunday night game.
Well, you've called the Eagles for a while now, right? Like you and I've been on them as well. So Tony, before the loss to the Bears this year, Green Bay's losses were to Philly, Minnesota, Detroit. Those were the only 3 teams that beat them. But the Vikings beat them twice, and the Lions beat them twice. So they have kind of beat some pretty bad teams.
And I feel like in some of those losses, too, it looked like they were about to get blown out, and then they came back and made it really tight at the end, too.
That happened against Minnesota week 17.
Yeah.
Detroit, they kept it close one game and then got 24-3, something like that, in another Detroit game.
All right. Which for Detroit, that's almost like hanging with them.
Jarrett, who you got?
Eagles. Jalen Hurts cleared protocol today, and Jordan Love is still questionable.
Oof.
He said he hopes he plays.
So
That's
could
not
get
good when
some
for the hand.
Yeah,
really.
He said he hopes he plays, which is kind of concerning.
We get some Malik.
Oh
Malik
God,
Willis.
Malik Willis.
I would love it if it was Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, because that terrible draft pass.
That would be awesome.
Bums.
And one of them gets a playoff win.
Yeah, well, it won't be Kenny Pickett.
Who am I pulling for?
Well, he would if they would beat the Packers with Kenny Pickett versus Malik Willis.
Can't remember where he
Crazy.
is.
Who?
Commanders, Bucks, Vikings. I want Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah.
Daniel Jones, he's going to be promoted to the backup quarterback. I want Daniel Jones playoff football. Sean, who you picking?
I'm going Eagles here.
All right, and Sean, you have the first pick for a touchdown score.
I will go probably the best player in football this year, Saquon Barkley.
Saquon. Jarrett, first touchdown. Or I'm sorry, touchdown score.
Yeah.
We're not doing first touchdown.
No.
We're doing touchdown score.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
All
good,
right.
good.
Tush push, Tony.
I am going to go. Oh God, I just forgot his name. Tight end, Eagles.
Goddard.
Goddard. Yeah.
Dallas Goddard.
And I will take A.J. Brown.
No Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, no Packers. I don't see the Packers scoring many touchdowns.
Especially if Jordan Love doesn't play, then they're just going to stack the box.
Eagles also best. I think it's run defense or total defense.
So I still don't understand how you just so confidently and nonchalantly said that the Packers would win if Malik Willis went against a Eagles.
I just hate Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
it's full bias.
Kenny Pickett.
Oh, okay.
Cannot
I was like,
stand
because
But would it even be Pickett or would it be that young guy?
If it's Tanner McKee, give me Eagles by 45.
Is he good?
He can
He's
sling
doing
the rock.
touchdown pass.
He's like Tommy DeVito good.
I just really
like
hate
the fans
Kenny
like
Pickett.
him. But
He does one good thing, and they're like, he is Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
better than Hurts. Commanders Bucks. I think we're finally going to get some wavering picks here. I'm going to let y'all go first. I'm going to let Jarrett go first.
I hate to do it, but I'm going with the Bucks. Sorry.
I don't care. They're favored in the game.
I mean, I'll be cheering for the Skins, but
Appreciate that.
I just think
I'm not. Bucks are good.
Yeah.
Bucks are very good. Baker's been good. That McMillan guy is kind of scary now. Mike Evans is an ageless wonder. And Bucky carried me to nearly the fantasy championship this year. I'm a huge Bucky fan. So Bucks are good. Tony.
I'm going to go Commanders here.
Why?
The Bucks are good, but I think if you can eliminate 2 players on their team, or at least slow down 2 players on their team, then you got a good chance. And
Who's
Bucky
that?
Irvin,
Bucky and Evans.
Yeah.
So Evans, Lattimore have a history, and Lattimore will play.
Yeah.
but that Commanders secondary is kind of shaky.
Yeah. But we saw the Bucks go cold the last 2 weeks, kind of like they haven't been playing.
Weird lost.
They blew out the Panthers, and then
Weird lost to Dallas.
When was that? Oh yeah, a couple
Sunday
weeks
night
ago.
football.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Where they were playing for a lot, and Dallas wasn't, and they got beat.
And then last week, they struggled against the Saints.
Against Rattler. weird little deal here that only I care about. The last 2 Washington playoff wins, they have had a player ejected. 2005, Sean Taylor spit in the face of Michael Pittman, got kicked out. 1999, Trey Johnson tried to punch a line, hit a ref. He got kicked out. So
I'm calling McLaurin getting kicked out for being
but I need somebody to take one for the team and get kicked out of this game for Washington. It could be Lattimore.
Yeah.
Because him and Evans like to fight or whatever.
He doesn't want to play.
Yeah, he loves to watch from the sidelines.
Yeah.
I think he's just a big sports fan like me. Like, he likes the up front seats.
Yeah, they think I can play football. I can't. I just want the best seat in the house.
Probably just wears whatever jersey somebody hands him.
Chandler, who you got?
I think Commanders get revenge from week 1.
Yeah, I got to pick my team here. And I'm excited, and I think we can win this game. And I love that Jaden Daniels is running the football like he did in September. Like, he is looking dynamite. So, I know they faltered a little bit last week, but, man.
I told you that was going to happen, is that they were going to take the gas off the running game for a while with Jaden Daniels. But when you get playoff time, it's time to go, let the horses run.
The big dog eat.
He had the injury on that long Panthers run in the Panthers game. And right to the middle of the season, they did kind of cut back, it feels like. And now he's back looking electric again. You have the first pick for a touchdown scorer here, Chandler.
I'm going Bucky.
All right, good pick. J-Bone.
I'm going with Jalen McMillan.
I could see that.
I think Mike Evans gets in a fight, and both of them get ejected.
And
McMillan shoot a gun.
He's going to shoot a gun.
I am going with Mike Evans.
All right. Boy, are the Commanders going to score? Give me... Zach Ertz has been on a touchdown run here lately.
Yeah.
But I am going to take... I'll take B-Rob.
B-Rob's due.
I was between B-Rob and Bucky.
I'll take Brian Robinson to get into the end zone. Final game Monday night. This game has been moved to Arizona. What kind of crowd do you think we see? Like,
I think they travel.
Oh, because of the fires?
Yeah. Boy.
Probably
They
more
should've moved
Rams
it to,
fans in Arizona than there are in L.A.
They should have moved it to St. Louis.
Yeah.
I think that would have been
That
a better
would've been
home crowd
cool.
for the Rams than
That would have
LA.
been really cool. Boy, Vikings. They were... I still don't feel bad for picking them against the Lions last week. They had the ball inside the 5 3 times and had 3 points out of it. That's...
And they were really hung around all the way to the late third,
And it
middle of
just got
third.
away.
Yeah, and I tell you, both of those two defenses were playing like playoff defenses last week.
I will take Minnesota. This is, well, I'll ask you in a minute, Tony, but I'll take Minnesota. All right, who are you taking in this game, Tony?
I'm taking the Vikings. Sam Darnold, comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the week after last week. Jarrett.
You know me, I love the Rams. Matthew Stafford's one of my favorite quarterbacks ever, and I think the Rams are going to be a tough out in these playoffs. Give me the Ram.
Chan.
I'm going to go... I'm going to go Rams here. I think Vikings' great season comes to an end quickly in the playoffs.
I was talking to somebody at basketball, one of interns for another place. He's a big Vikings fan, and he was like, honestly, it's better to lay the egg in a kind of playoff atmosphere, Week 18, get you prepared and bounce back in the wild card. So that doesn't make me.
Maybe, but
that didn't change my pick at all. But I thought it was a good point.
Yeah. All right, Tony.
Well, it's better to lay the egg last week than this week.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean there's not 2 eggs up in that chicken.
Yeah. Could be twins.
Twins. Tony, you have the first pick.
I went Justin Jefferson.
And that is a good pick.
Kind of looked frustrated last week in that game a little bit at times. And, those types of receivers, when they start getting like that, they're going to feed them, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Let me look at how many touchdowns. Hey, touchdown Jordan Reed. Let me look at how many touchdowns Kyron Williams had this year.
Is that the Rams running back?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Kyron had 14 touchdowns. I swear Every time I needed him to score, he never did. And like every week, he's scoring a touchdown. I need him. I probably picked him 3 or 4 times, didn't have one. I'm gonna go to the well one more time with Kyron Williams. All right, Sean.
Give me Puka.
Okay, and Jarrett.
I know I picked the Rams, but I'm going with a Vikings player. The Rams have the worst run defense in the playoffs. I'm going with Cam Akers in a revenge game.
Ooh.
What's his name not playing?
Aaron Jones?
No, he is.
Oh.
But
my friend.
I had Aaron Jones a couple weeks ago, and they gave it to every running back but him. So.
Yeah. All right, the picks are in. I was going to say earlier, Tony, Jarrett loves this Vikings-Rams game. What's your favorite game on the schedule?
If I have to watch one, it's probably your game, actually.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, right?
And I think Chargers-Texans will be fun because I'm really kind of wondering if the Texans are one of those teams that could win this. It's just they've been ugly all year but found a way. So I don't feel great about picking the Chargers.
I agree. I feel like we're crapping on Houston a little too much.
Nothing. I don't think I've said a negative thing about Houston. It's just I'm not betting against Jim Harbaugh.
You said they have the ugliest women in America.
No, that's San Antonio.
That's Chuck.
Let's see. Arlington was pretty bad.
Chandler, your favorite game?
We're spoiled here, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm going yours. How good are the Bucks? How deep of a run can they go if they do win this game? And can Jaden Daniels in his first year make an impact in the playoffs?
Well, there's cool storylines on both sides of on both teams. From Baker.
Yeah, Baker's resurgence.
And then 11 seasons with 1,000 yards for Mike Evans. That's fun to think about those guys. And then on the other side, Jaden Daniels. It's exciting.
All right, Tony. Enjoyed it, man.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you next week. We'll take a break, come back when we return. I'll tell you what, let's hit the Dixon Williams interview when we return. Jonathan Ellerby talked to Dixon Williams earlier today. We'll throw in a little Pirate baseball when we return after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook Facebook and Instagram, or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirates Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right. Earlier today, Jonathan Ellerby caught up with both Parker Byrd and Dixon Williams. First up, we'll hear from Pirate third baseman, ? Because they have them at a lot of different places here this offseason. Dixon Williams joined Ellerby, and here's that conversation.
All right, welcome into Studio C at the Pirate Radio Studios. Got a special guest with me today, Dixon Williams. Dixon, how you been?
Doing good. Had a good break and just ready to get going here soon.
How was the break? Was it an actual break? Did Dixon Williams get any downtime?
Yes. Took a little time off, didn't swing the bat, didn't throw a ball, so body's feeling good and just ready to go.
So talk about your preparation. You go from the fall, you get a little break, and now it's back January. Where is Dixon Williams mentally and physically right now?
Yeah, so coming back, you just kind of try and get into the swing of things and picking up a bat again, swinging every day. You got to get your body ready for that. And then obviously lifting, we'll get a little less, probably 3 days a week compared to 4 days a week. And then, yeah, just every day, just throwing, hitting, doing all those things.
You're smiling when you're talking about baseball. How excited are you about this upcoming season?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it, and I think some of the guys are starting to get excited about it, but they still haven't experienced it yet. Some guys haven't seen a game here, so I'm just excited for them to experience that atmosphere.
What's the pulse on the locker room with ECU baseball?
It's good right now. There's some good bonding going on right now, watching some football games, and just guys are ready to go, and I'm super excited to see what everybody can do.
What about Dixon Williams? What are some goals and some things you want to accomplish this 2025 season?
Yeah, I've set some pretty high goals this year. Just internally, that's how I like to look at myself. Obviously number one's win a national championship and take the boys there. But personal goals are just, first I want to eat healthier. That's one of the main things. But I want to get drafted in the first round and have a chance to be the Golden Spikes winner and just be all first team All-American, all those things. So set the bar high, and if you miss a little bit, you'll be pretty good up there.
Lots of great goals on that list there. Let's dive into the one you really can control: eating healthier. Because I think that's something like myself and probably a lot of people watching and listening are like. So what does that mean to Dixon Williams? Enlighten me.
So, a lot of my buddies probably know I'm a big candy eater. So I'm trying to.
What's the best candy?
Well, you got.
What's your go-to?
Nerds gummy. The gummy clusters are probably a 1-1. You got Sweet Ropes. Then you got your High Chews, some Starburst. Not big in the chocolate. Occasionally I'll dive into there, but yeah, any kind of like fruity candy, I'm all for.
That's so you're trying to cut that out or just cut it back?
Yeah. Especially when I'm gaming, just trying to eat healthier snacks, maybe some fruit or.
So we're gonna get rid of the nerd gummies and do grapes instead. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Same kind of texture, feel in the hand. So we'll try that one out. But yeah, when I'm gaming, I'll just crush a bag of candy. So trying to cut that out.
What are we gaming? What are we playing?
Right now it's Black Ops and Fortnite, but season rolls around, it'll be MLB The Show. I'll probably be on with JC and Ryan. We call that our batting practice. So
who's the best player in MLB The Show?
Me.
You?
Hands down, yeah.
You crush JC and Ryan?
Yeah. Ryan would say different, but he knows. Yeah. Ryan can hit, but he can't pitch.
But you're the all-around player when it comes to
MLB. You gotta be able to pitch, and it won't be the show, or you'll give up a lot of runs. So
what about JC? Not even close.
JC's pretty close. I would say JC and Ryan would go toe to toe in a match, but I don't know. They both can hit really good on the show. I'm gonna have to give Ryan last, so I'm gonna go JC second. Yeah.
Those are former teammates. Any current teammates that are competition for you on this gaming?
When we play Fortnite, Seawall and Chance are pretty good. But I don't know if they play MLB The Show, to be honest. The new one hasn't come out, so I haven't played with any of the other guys yet. So we'll see.
Opening day coming your way for ECU baseball, February 14th. When do you reflect back any on last season? I mean, it was there's a lot of Dixon Williams highlights of what you've done on the baseball diamond, even in the summer and then in the ECU uniform. I mean, stealing home, the Chase Burns home run. I mean, the catch you made in summer was legendary. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff Dixon Williams has done in the last 12 months.
Yeah, it's cool to have that and see that sometimes, and every now and then I'll reflect on it a little bit, but just trying to remain in the moment and what's next, and that's obviously February 14th, and before then is today, so just focusing on today. Not really, those things were cool and they happened, but trying to move on from them a little bit.
We talked to Parker Byrd, and he was talking to the theme for ECU baseball: win today.
Yep.
What does that mean to you?
So win today, what's important now. So we talk about it a lot, and you'll see it. Notre Dame talks about it last night, just winning each play, but that's what's important in their moment right now. But for us today, it would just be getting our work in today, whatever that is, lifting weights, hitting baseballs, just doing what we can today to help us tomorrow. So
how much do you think about win today when you go through your day?
It's become more of like something you don't think about. It just kind of is in your daily kind of habit of what you do, just focusing on what you have right now instead of like, that's where a lot of anxiety comes from. You start worrying about what you have to do later in the day or tomorrow or the next week, and then you start putting all this pressure on yourself because you're worried about what you got to do instead of just focusing on what you're doing right now.
When you project out, where have you and Coach Godwin talked about where we'll see Dixon Williams maybe the most on the baseball field this year?
Yeah, as of right now, I think from talking to him, it's been second base right now. But in other talks, it's just been, hey, you might be bouncing around just depending on what lineup he wants to roll out there and what suits the team best that day. So you might see me in the outfield, third base, first base, shortstop, wherever one day. So it'll be a fun year.
Is there anything new with ECU baseball or anything that's exciting for Dixon Williams 2025?
I mean, I guess right now just the banquet. I'm a little nervous. Got to speak there, so I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
yeah. Are you preparing your speech as?
Yeah, I'm writing it this weekend. I'm gonna start, but been nervous about it. So
is public speaking a nervous thing for Dixon Williams?
It's people say I'm fine when I'm up there. I've spoken in front of a few crowds, but I feel like my voice is shaking the whole time I'm talking. So yeah, just trying to, once I hone down my speech and really get it, I'll be comfortable with it. But I'm gonna feel like I'm really nervous up there, but it might not be, what's seen.
You've been in this program for a while now. Obviously, one of the leaders. What does that mean to be a leader on the ECU baseball program in 2025?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. Obviously, watching the older guys and seeing how they were able to lead, and just kind of taking advice from them and seeing where they failed and things like that, and just taking what they did and kind of adding it to my leadership skills, and just being able to help this team get to where we all want to go, and that's Omaha and win a national championship.
Who has inspired you, or who you looked up to during your career at East Carolina that has helped pour into you, that made Dixon Williams a better person than he is today?
Yeah, I would say last year really big time help would be Carter Cunningham and Charlie Hodges. They were good guys in the Bible study, and Carter was obviously a great example and a good guy to follow. Just all the time, it seems like he's doing the right things, and he has a lot of wisdom and a lot of good character traits.
What does Dixon Williams hope to do with that of the players that are, because the team's obviously transformed some. There's a lot of newness to ECU baseball from a voice and just a leadership standpoint. What are some of the things you hope to project this year?
Well, first in the locker room, just trying to help the guys, get into Bible study and get into their word, and find a relationship first with God. I think that's the most important thing this year. And then the winning will take care of itself. But, just really pouring into those guys like other guys in the past have poured into me.
Dixon Williams getting ready for the 2025 ECU baseball season. And what else? Anything else you got that you're excited about as January rolls into February?
Yeah, we've been talking about some new merch coming out here, so just stay tuned on Pirate Radio to hear about some new updates about maybe some T-shirts or something coming your way.
Dixon Williams, you had a popular shirt last year in 2024, sold a lot at Shimmer Boutique, and some new ideas are in the development lab right now, and so people can be rocking. What does it mean when you see people wearing Dixon Williams shirts when you're around town, or when you look out at the ECU baseball stadium?
Yeah, it's pretty cool after the game, seeing kids and even parents like wearing your shirt and just supporting me. It's awesome having all that support, but I think my parents like it honestly more than I do. They'll just comment all the time about they see my shirts around town and people wearing them, so it's really cool and special to me. Really cool. It's a great way for NIL opportunity for Dixon and a lot of the baseball players we work with. So you can make some money and have some fun with it along the way. I think this new concept that you're working on is going to be a big hit, and you're going to see a lot of those in the jungle. And then maybe with the right resources, if they hear this interview, that Nerds Gummies will reach out to you and want to sponsor. Would that be something you would accept there, some NIL sponsorship money if the Nerds Gummy company wanted to fulfill your NIL budget? Yeah, I would definitely see some interest in that, but I don't know. It probably wouldn't help me with my goals, so I might have to turn them down. So we'll see. Dixon, thanks for stopping by the studio today. I look forward to having you part of the team here at Pirate Radio for this spring, and look forward to following this ECU baseball journey and see how it all turns out in 2025. Okay, thank you for having me.
Dixon Williams with Ellerby earlier today inside Studio C. We'll hear his interview with Parker Byrd coming up in hour number 3. When we return, Morgan Ahlers joins us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line as we keep rolling along here on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Pirate Radio is your radio home for the NFL playoffs. Tune in Saturday as the Chargers take on the Texans.
Snap to Herbert, drops deep, throws deep down the left side, over the shoulder, diving catch by Darius Davis in the end zone. Touchdown Chargers!
And after that, it's the Steelers at the Ravens in an AFC North showdown.
Jackson runs to his right. He's going to lane 40, 35-30, down the near sideline. Jackson on his way to the end zone. Touchdown Ravens.
Catch all the playoff action right here on Pirate Radio, your radio home for Super Bowl 59.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and of course in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Coming up in just a little bit, you'll hear from Parker Byrd as Jonathan Ellerby talked to him earlier today in Studio C. We will head out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line right now and talk to Morgan Ahlers, voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and Minges Coliseum. Morgan, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Cliff. Good afternoon. Appreciate you having me on.
Thank you for joining us, and I'm so glad to say you join us coming off an East Carolina Pirate basketball victory. How about the Pirates knocking off Temple the other night, Morgan, having to come from behind to do it, and got some plays down the stretch and won a basketball game?
Yeah, I had a chance. I wasn't at the game. I had to work that night, but had a chance to watch it, and the Pirates, got down 10, 12 points in the second half, battled their way back, made some shots when they have to. That's been their sort of downside this year. Have they been able to make shots when it counted? And they did. Held Temple in the last couple of possessions down the court, and Temple had a shot at it, missed it. Time expired, and the Pirates come out with a much-needed win the other night.
No doubt. Morgan, you got a little winter crud going? Your voice sounds a little different.
Yeah, I got that Barry White thing going on.
Yeah.
It's been getting me for probably a week or so, and better than it was, but not as good as it could be. So let's just...
I hope I'm not the culprit. I told you you could sit at another seat when you join me for the 5th quarter.
That's okay. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
You just said that. I had forgotten about it, but damn you, Cliff.
Damn, I shouldn't have said anything. I had a lot of fun with Morgan Ahlers in studio after the game on the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show as the Pirates wrapped up their season with a football win. And Morgan, how'd you enjoy your time behind the microphone, hearing some inebriated, happy Pirate fans?
I enjoyed it. It was fun. I hadn't done that in a long time, and it was a lot of fun. Sometimes I wanted to just tell them, dude, go lay down, go to sleep. It's okay. But for the most part, it was a lot of fun. They had a good time, and it was a huge Pirate game, and you do a great job at that, and everybody in the crew. And thanks for having me out there that night. It was a lot of fun.
Well, your boy Holden and his boy Caden enjoyed themselves in Annapolis. And how about it, Morgan? We talked about it that night, but still, I don't know if we're feeling the effects of it now, but it feels like it will kind of trickle into this offseason. I asked Brian North earlier. He said he thinks they can ride some momentum off the win and off how they finish the season into 2025. What do you think? Can they carry that over into the next few months and on into spring football?
Well, it's all about marketing and how you handle it. I saw there was a release today that they're going to have a sort of a celebration evening in Harvey Hall with the Pirate football team, and you can buy tickets to go see that. I don't know if it's a dinner or just a celebration. Also, Team Boneyard's a part of it, so they're marketing it and trying to build off that. They'll probably have some recruits there that night. I mean, that's how you do something like that. You take advantage of it. And, I'm sure win or lose, Notre Dame, for instance, Notre Dame, what a great game that was last night. Win or lose coming up in a week or so, they're going to catapult and use everything they can to say, hey, they're going to, go out and, buy the best team they can to compete again next year. And in college football, that's what you have to do. And if you're not one of those teams that won their last game of the year, then you got to say, okay, well, we're this away from winning our last game. What do we have to do to get there? And you got to keep marketing it and keep reaching into the pocketbook and paying players. So that's all I got to say about that.
The name of the game these days. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Morgan, I mentioned Notre Dame beating Penn State in an absolute classic last night. Chandler Honeycutt was there and is back with us here in Greenville now. But how about tonight? Haven't heard many people backing the Longhorns in this game, namely due to how Ohio State looked last week against Oregon. What do you think? Well, can we see a close one? Will we see another good ball game like we did last night?
I kind of think we will. I think Texas, you can't count Texas out. Got a really good quarterback. Got a couple good, jet receivers, and they're Texas. And Sarkisian has them playing football the way for many, many years. That's what you expected from a Texas football team. Ohio State, their only loss this year was to Oregon earlier this year. They came back and had a revenge game and played extremely well. You and I talked about this going into the playoffs and when the matchups were announced, what my thoughts were, and I thought Ryan Day, even though he lost to Michigan, he was playing for his life.
Yeah.
Going into those games, and they really looked like it. Ohio State's defense is really, really good. Will it be? I think it'll be a closer game than people think. I think it comes down to maybe another field goal game. I really do, because I don't, regardless of what Ohio State can do, I don't think they're tremendously dynamic on offense. They've got a couple good receivers. Geno Smith's nephew is really good, and they played well offensively at times. But I think Texas can hang with them, and I think this game's going to come down to the wire again tonight. Maybe another classic.
Hoping so. Hope we get a good one tonight. Rolling into wild card Saturday. 2 games coming up Saturday, triple header on Sunday, and a Monday nighter. So, Morgan, we've talked about them all with you. Let's go underdog most likely to win. None of them may win, but I want your underdog pick first for the AFC. Chargers are a favorite against Houston in Houston. Chargers by 3. Steelers are a 9.5-point underdog to the Ravens in Baltimore, and the Broncos 8.5-point dog to the Bills. So Texans, Steelers, or Broncos, which one of them is most likely to get a underdog victory this weekend?
The way they're playing right now, out of those 3 games, I would say Denver.
Bo Nix has looked good.
Person that shall remain nameless, extremely happy me saying that, but I think they might. I don't know. I don't think the Texans can play, even though they're playing at home.
Yeah.
I think I would say Denver out of those 3 games.
Man, that would really be upsetting to those crazy Bills fans if that were to happen Sunday at 1 o'clock. Let's look at the NFC side of things. Packers, Eagles. I would have been fine with this pick like a month ago, but I'm kind of down on the Packers right now. They are 5.5-point dogs to Philadelphia. The Washington Commanders are 3-point dogs on the road at Tampa. And the Rams, boy, this line has shot up, I guess, because the game moved. Or is there an injury? But it's now Minnesota -3 on the Rams. So Packers against the Eagles, Commanders against the Bucks, or Rams against the Vikings. Which one of them more likely to win?
Commanders.
Now, are you just saying that because you're my buddy?
I think that they've played really well this year. They've been in a lot of even the games that they've lost. I think Dan Quinn's done a really good job of coaching that team.
Yeah.
And I think they believe in themselves, and they believe in Jaden Daniels. And until they prove me wrong, I think that would be the pick to take.
That one coming up on Sunday Night Football. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. I'm going to go around the horn with some questions. Chandler, fresh back from Miami. What's your question for Morgan?
So, Morgan, you're sitting around the house and you get hungry and you say, I'm in the mood for a sandwich. And you're not in the mood for any sandwich. You're in the mood for an Italian sandwich. What goes on your Italian sandwich?
An Italian sandwich that I make or go out and buy?
No, that you're making. You have all the ingredients you want for it.
Let's see. You could go 2 ways. You could go with capicola, go with salami, go with ham, that kind of thing, or you can go with a good Italian meatball sandwich.
I was thinking hot. I was thinking meatball. Be a good way to
I asked that because I had a really good Italian sandwich down in Miami.
Anyway, were you in Little Italy of Miami?
Was it Italian or was it Cuban?
It was Italian.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Jared, your question.
Yeah, kind of a 2-parter. How much snow do you think we're going to get, and what's the worst amount of snow you've ever seen?
The most amount of snow I've ever seen. My mother was actually from Canada. We visited my grandmother up there one year, and we were driving back and coming back from south of Montreal. You come through the western part of New York, from Albany down, and got caught in that little snow belt between Buffalo and Watertown, New York, and we had to stop, and we stayed at a hotel. And I can remember, I was young, but I can remember Dad saying they had dumped almost 3.5 foot of snow overnight.
Man.
And we had to go out and dig the car out, but they had the roads open. Once we dug it out, we got in the car and drove home. So, but yeah, it was about 3.5 foot of snow. That was a lot of snow. That was a lot of snow. Tonight, is it snowing yet? Not yet, huh?
I don't.
Probably all we're going to get.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it might. I don't know. You might snow for an hour or two, say, hey, it snowed this year, and then it's going to change up.
Nice.
All right, Shirley.
Morgan, you're preparing for the snowpocalypse that is coming our way. You have to go to the grocery store. What's the one item you absolutely cannot leave the store without?
Michelob Ultra.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's a good call.
I'm not a milk and bread guy. I'm no offense to anybody around here. I'm not going to starve within the next 7 to 8 hours. I'm good. So Michelob Ultra.
Morgan, what do you think would be the craziest fan base to host a post-game call-in show for?
Wow. I think you would look at all your blue bloods, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, any of those schools like that.
Yeah.
Penn State last night, because you figured that on the post-game show that those people were calling and losing their minds.
Man.
Guess what happened? We lost the game, and our press box done fell to the ground. Oh, Lord. It's one of those things. No, it's any of those schools like that, people think that our fan base is bad. You go 9-2, 9-3 on a regular season with some of these schools, and they're calling for the head coaches to be fired. And they've got I don't know. I think one of those schools. I couldn't give it a specific name, but
pretty much.
How do you think Alabama's fan base was after this year?
Yeah, I was going to say pick one out of the SEC out of a hat, and you're going to have some crazy fans.
Here's something to watch out for. If Kellen DeBoer does not win next year, he'll be fired. He'll be fired.
Yeah, Bama will be looking for a coach. What? And he could go 8-4 and get fired next year.
Easily.
So. All right, Morg. Enjoy your weekend, man. Hope you feel better. And
appreciate it.
You working or chilling?
No, we're off this weekend. Get after it again next weekend.
All right, man. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks, Morg.
All right, buddy. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you. Morgan Ahlers joining us. Big Rock Power Sports Live Line. John, was it the best Italian sandwich you've ever had?
Oh, it's top 5 for sure.
Top 5.
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
He top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say.
I was going to ask you, Chandler, it reminded me of another question, but does it kind of upset you that you had the best pizza you've ever had knowing you'll never top that? And on that note, I was going to ask you, because this is literally the best football watching season I've had, from a win perspective as a Washington fan. But, you'll never see a better regular season.
From the
Panthers?
For the Carolina Panthers? 15 wins?
Yeah. They'll never top that. Now, you could get a Super Bowl.
You can get a Super Bowl, but you can win that with 13 wins or whatever. But 15 wins in a regular season, probably not going to see that again.
Yeah. Now, good news for Jarrett. His team is so bad, as Greg Hudson would say, sheetsy, that
cheese ball.
It's only up from here, man.
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel good.
Tony was talking about he was worried that it would be a decade spin for the Panthers. My whole life has been a downward spiral.
Welcome
for
to
Las Vegas,
Jared's
Oakland,
world.
Los Angeles Raiders.
So, yeah.
Panthers aren't too far off. But I would say it started in 18.
I would
17.
I would say ours started 22 years ago, pretty soon.
Wow.
Into January of 2003.
That was the Super Bowl?
That was the last playoff game we won was into January in the AFC Conference Championship, 2003.
The American Football Conference Championship? Yeah. You ever been to an ATM machine? Let's take a break. We'll come back. And you'll hear Jonathan Ellerby talk to Byrd, Parker Byrd. Got that on the other side of this timeout. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Winter is here, but Stra Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Dr. McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callinublu.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina, and they have all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered every Sunday. Kick off the day at the Buck. They have the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game, along with weekly jersey giveaways that start at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Yeah, all right. Welcome back into the program. Get our Fleet Feet rundown. See if we'll have our third straight day of Alan Jackson news. But
can I ask what the Alan Jackson news was?
Nah, because the shows are archived. You decided to leave the first week of the new year to go to a bowl game.
Not just any bowl game. The Orange Bowl.
Yeah. But check it out, Chandler, on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. And you can...
I'm a subscriber.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Have you given us a like today on the stream?
No.
Did I? Yes, of course I did. Let's hear what Jonathan Ellerby and Parker Byrd had to say earlier today. Jonathan talked to the Pirate baseballer in Studio C. Here is that conversation.
All right, welcome in to Studio C here at Pirate Radio, and I got a special guest with me, the one and only Parker Byrd. Parker, good to see you again.
Good to see you guys. Always great to be back here.
Parker, we've been working on a project together, and it's finally launch time. The Parker Byrd Show coming to Pirate Radio. Episode 1 has been recorded, and we're going to be launching it. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and glad it's finally getting aired, and hopefully the viewers love it as much as I love doing it, and so very excited for it.
You're a media savvy person. We'll get to all your appearances of you've been on Major League Baseball TV and all sorts of things, but we made some conversations. Why the Parker Byrd Show? What's your idea for this?
Yeah, so I feel like I have a platform to inspire a lot of others, obviously, but I know there's a lot of other people out there that have similar stories like mine and a lot of wise information. So I have pretty good connections, so I want to get other people's stories out there, maybe inspire someone else, and hopefully guys just or people can just get inspired from the people I interview and get some pretty cool stories.
What are some of the topics you hope to cover during the Parker Byrd Show?
Yeah, obviously baseball. I mean, I feel like I can get a good bit of people on here with baseball, but a lot of inspirational stories with that just being amputees or just people that are struggling in life that have overcome something, and obviously God, get a good bit of faith on here, and just some really cool stories from a lot of people, so I'm looking forward to it.
Your first episode has a fantastic guest. I was able to watch you guys do the first episode, and man, I'm excited for audiences to consume this, either watch it or listen to it. Tell us about who you got on for episode 1 and why she's so inspirational and how you know her.
Yeah, so my first guest of the Parker Byrd Show is Clear Reeves, and super excited to have Clear on. I was actually on her podcast, Let's Be Clear, and so now I get the opportunity to interview her, so it was pretty cool. But I've known Clear probably since I've moved to Greenville or after my accident. She's a pretty close family friend, a mentor of mine, and she's passed our open door sometimes, and kind of started a relationship, and she's been very supportive of my family. So, and she actually has a kid named Sledge that is disabled as well. So just kind of sharing struggles with that, and I know that she and her husband have really kind of shown a positive light on their disabilities, and so I'm really looking forward to what she has to say and her story, and she's an awesome guest, as you know, and she is honestly the best first guest ever, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're going to have in the 2-hole or the 3-hole cleanup, but you picked a great starting lineup with Clear, and she's local. She's from Greenville, you've kind of got to know her as you've become more of a Greenvillian as well, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's been awesome. Just learning the town, learning people like Clear, and just meeting everybody. It's been phenomenal.
Faith, baseball, lots of fun is going to be had on the Parker Byrd Show. Episode 1 coming your way this weekend, so we're excited. Be sure you go to Pirate Radio TV to watch that episode. We'll also have it in all the Apple podcasts where you can listen to podcasts. So Parker, I know you're working on some other guests, local, and regional, and national as well. So you've got a lot of connections.
Yeah. So it should be a lot of fun. Have a lot of connections. Hopefully get some stories out there, and hopefully we can get this worldwide, nationwide, and kind of get outside of Greenville and get some more people around the nation. So it's going to be really cool.
Speaking of nation, you were just on MLB TV. You've been on it several times. This recent episode, what was the purpose of your visit to New York this week?
Yeah, it was awesome. So Challenge Athletes Foundation, I'm a big part of that. They've been a huge part of my recovery. They actually granted me with another prosthetic that I will be getting this summer. This one is more of a running blade, so kind of the track and field style that you see like in the Paralympics. So it'll have tread on the bottom of the foot, so I won't even have to wear shoes. So it'll be pretty cool. I won't really use this one for baseball just because it's specialized in forward movement, but I have a great prosthetist here in Greenville and in Chicago, so both of them will help me out with that leg, and I'm really looking forward to it.
When will you get that? And
this summer, yeah. So after baseball season, probably after summer ball is probably where I'm looking towards. So really kind of need this one for track and field after baseball. I want to get into the Paralympics, and I don't know what sport yet, but I know I'm pretty interested in the track and field area, so this will be huge for that realm of life.
Are we looking ahead to Parker Byrd, the sprinter? Is that what we're talking about?
Hopefully. It might be in the future, so I'm excited.
I know we were talking earlier. I didn't know. I mean, you have multiple prosthetics that you use. You have one for everyday kind of baseball,
right.
And this one will, as you said, will be more for kind of a future.
Yeah. So I have my everyday one, and then I have the first grant I got from CAF, which is what I made my debut in, played probably half the season last year with. And then I got another leg from CAF, and that's kind of a bigger blade, and that one's also better for baseball. So I have 3 prosthetics right now, getting my 4th this summer. So it's going to be really fun.
You were on Major League Baseball TV. I saw, you had a younger child that was on.
Yeah.
You were kind of connecting. I mean, it seems like your story is able to translate and connect with a lot of people out there.
Mm-hmm.
And how is that helping that child and others?
Yeah, it's been awesome to kind of just pave the way for them. There's a lot of kids out there with one leg and maybe one arm, whatever it may be, that love the game of baseball or just love sport in general. So I've been able to give them a little hope and show them that it is possible, that they can do it. So hopefully it's normal for one-legged guys to be playing Division I baseball one day, but so hopefully Jameson or whoever out there that loves the game of baseball is the next up. So it's been awesome to connect those families with CAF so they can get more opportunities like being on MLB Network and being able to share their stories. So
when did you first get connected with CAF?
CAF, it's been, so Bob Babbitt is the co-founder of CAF. He actually reached out to my mom through Facebook whenever it first happened, when my accident first happened. And then we kind of started talking to him kind of October of 22, and then I got my first grant from them in March of 2023. And then I went to some of their running clinics after that, and then they actually set it up for me to throw out the first pitch at the Houston Astros game. So it's been honestly a pretty ongoing relationship with them, and it's been phenomenal.
What's the next step or next move with CAF and your partnership? I mean, I kind of see you're kind of one of their lead spokesmen, I guess.
Yeah. So any chance I can get to endorse them has been awesome, just because of how much they've done for me and so many other families like my family. But I think the next thing we see EF is getting that new leg this summer. You never know with them because they'll pop up and say, hey, let's go to MLB Network next month. So Bob has great connections all throughout the nation, so it's cool.
You're a jet setter. What was it? What's it like being on MLB TV?
I mean, it's really cool. I walked in there the other day and said, hey, where's my office? Because I feel like I've been here 12 times. But it's really cool. Every time I go there, you get to see all the cool stuff that they have in the building where there's walls where all the athletes and baseball players that came in have signed, and the Hall of Famers and the card wall. So it's pretty cool.
Is there any MLBers walking around? Have you run into any?
Not yet. Like I've seen like Al Leiter and some of the hosts, but I haven't seen any actual current MLB players.
Oh, cool. Well, you're doing a great job representing yourself, representing Pirate Nation, of course, representing CFA or CAF.
Yeah,
so
really
certainly a lot of fun and quite a journey. Let's talk real quick. Baseball. It's January.
Yeah.
It's cold outside, but so that means you guys are starting. School's getting back in session. Looking forward to the 25 season.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I feel like this is the year. I know we say that every year, but this is a special group. It's a young group, but it's really cool to meet 31 new guys. I think we have maybe 29 of those new guys still here. So it's been really fun to just learn a lot of new players and their personalities. So I think this is the year. We have a really good, skilled group and very tight bond. So this is going to be fun.
You guys always have a theme or a mission on top of the big culture and everything else that you already established so great with Coach Godwin. What's kind of like your mission statement or theme this year for the team?
So win today. What's important now? That's our motto, and we're living by that every day and not really worried about the future right now and just trying to get better each and every day.
So win today.
That's right.
So win all the days in January, win all the days in February, and then
right.
February 14th, Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Is opening day. So I know Parker Byrd is going to be working hard, getting excited, and I know everybody's super excited about the ECU baseball season.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I feel like it's a long time coming, but it's going to be a fun couple months leading toward it.
Parker, you have a tremendous story, and speaking of a guy with a tremendous story, Inky Johnson is coming to town in March 16th and 17th for the Pirate Radio Leadership Luncheon, and he's a guy that's been through a lot of adversity, was injured in a football game at Tennessee. He was going to be a first-round draft pick. His story is really amazing. He's turned into a tremendous motivational speaker, and I know Inky, when we had him on the podcast, he reached out to you right after your accident. Tell us your experience of what you know about Inky Johnson and when you talked to him.
Yeah, so the very first time I ever heard the name Inky Johnson, he reached out to one of my friends that had just gotten into a four-wheeler accident. He was supposed to go to play football at Georgia Tech, like preseason North Carolina State Player of the Year. So he had a very bright future, got into a four-wheeler accident, and football kind of got taken away from him, but Georgia Tech did honor his scholarship. But Inky reached out to Jalen and just said, hey, this is my story, and basically told him everything's going to be okay. So that's the very first time I heard of Inky Johnson, and then obviously followed him. He's a great motivational speaker, tremendous story. Talking about a guy that will get you pumped up, it's him. So watched all the cool videos on YouTube and stuff, and then once I heard he was coming here, I'm like, this is perfect, because he reached out to me after my accident and just kind of gave me some words of encouragement. And so now, hopefully, being able to meet him and hear him in person is going to be super exciting, and I'm really looking forward to hearing him.
Absolutely. He's going to come and talk to the ECU baseball team and attend the baseball game on March the 16th.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun experience, and maybe connect him. And he's a potential guest for the Parker Byrd Show.
He sure is, yeah. I'm talking about inspirational stories. That's one of them. So, hopefully we can get him on there.
When you look at Inky, is now you're launching a podcast. He has his own podcast and motivational. Is motivational speaking something in the cards for the future in addition to all the stuff you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I have a platform like Inky Johnson. Maybe his is a little bit bigger right now, but hopefully go in the kind of footsteps of him and do what he's doing, because I think it's pretty cool lifestyle what he's living.
Yeah, he had no idea, actually. He kind of tells his story about, like, he had no idea that he would turn into what's evolved into as
Yeah.
this, one of the best motivational speakers in the country.
Yeah, I feel like you pick up things here and there, and I never thought I'd be a speaker, but here I am today.
Yeah.
So you never know what life takes you.
The Parker Byrd Show coming to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, also all our podcast platforms. So, Parker, we're excited about it. Once again, the first episode is going to drop this weekend. So, hopefully, folks will find it, consume it, enjoy it. And then I know you got a lot more fun things planned to this year with the Parker Byrd Show.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year, and I'm really excited. Hope you guys enjoy. I know there's a great episode 1 coming out this weekend, but there's a lot more to come. So thank you guys for having me on here, and I'm looking forward to this year.
Parker, thanks for coming by, and we will keep up with you and keep promoting what we have for episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8.
Yeah, as the year goes on.
That's
And,
right.
and of course, we'll be following you on the Baseball Dominant Clark LeClaire as well.
That's right. See you guys then.
Parker Byrd and Ellerby. Check out the Parker Byrd Show this weekend where you get your podcast, or at Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. We'll take a break, come back, have our Fleet Feet rundown when we return. Look at some college basketball. I hadn't talked about that. We'll check out some top 25 games this weekend and set you up for ECU Memphis as well. It is snowing in Memphis pretty dang good.
Yeah,
Just saw some pictures and video. Young Joey. So he's there in Memphis.
Yeah, he's actually working at the FedEx Forum. He texted me and said, hey, give me some credentials. I can get you all the content you need. I'm like, are you not going to be working? But I appreciate him reaching out. It's always great to see his name pop up on my phone.
No doubt. We'll take a break, come back, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live after this. Pirate Radio is your radio home for the NFL playoffs. Tune in Sunday for a triple header, starting off with the Buffalo Bills hosting the Denver Broncos.
Allen throws to the right pylon. It is caught. Touchdown, Bills.
After that, it's the Packers at the Eagles.
Snap, spin, it's a handoff. Jacobs over the left guard, bulldozing in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And in the nightcap, my Washington Commanders will be in Tampa facing the Bucs.
Daniels throws down the sideline for Terry McLaurin. Is loose! Lightning strikes twice!
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, your radio home for Super Bowl 59.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kairos Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kairos Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KairosFloats.com. Kairos Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Ryan McChrystal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to go to University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Pirate Radio.
You know, for having such a bleak outlook on pirates, you're well on your way to becoming one.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns and fillings, sedation, dentistry, and cosmetic needs, such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Welcome back. Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins, Clip Rock here. The Chan Man to my left. You talked to Twin lately?
Twin?
Yeah, what's old Twin doing?
I don't know, man. Probably still enjoying that bowl victory.
Yeah, well, he's here right now to tell us what's going on with our friends at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Let's rank their quarterbacks playing wildcard weekend real quick. Number 1.
Lamar. Oh, or Josh Allen.
I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson.
Go Lamar.
Number 2, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yeah.
Kind of a 1A, 1B there. All right, number 3.
I'm going to say Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
I'll go Hurts. All right, who's your 4th?
Let's see. Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I'm going to go Jaden Daniels.
I'm wondering where I'm going to put him.
I'm going Jaden Daniels 4. Herbert 5.
I'm ready to go Daniels right now.
I go Daniels 5.
Nice. That's all I really wanted to know.
Hey, we're neck and neck.
Yeah. All right, we've named almost all of them. Let's go with the bottom. Russell Wilson.
Russ.
And then Bo Nix.
Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Russ, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold. And then I say C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love are middling. I'd put Jalen Hurts in that group, too.
Where's Baker? Right in the middle?
Baker is in between top tier and middling. I'd put Baker above Jalen Hurts. I'm not a fan.
Let's rank the coaches real quick.
Yes. Harbaugh.
Which one?
Jim. I think Jim Harbaugh, Sean McVay, 1A, 1B.
Ooh.
Kevin O'Connell, 3.
Wait, where's John?
John's top 5, but he's not top 3.
Top five.
He's top 5
For sure.
So. Who's at the bottom of your? Where's Sean Payton?
He's up there.
Where's Mike Tomlin?
All right. Well, who's down there?
Down.
I know you're gonna say you hate McDermott.
Yeah, we haven't got to that point of the year yet. We're about a week away, 2 weeks away from me crapping on McDermott. But I'd probably go Bowles.
Yeah,
Todd Bowles. Or I love
Sirianni.
Yeah, Sirianni.
He's down there.
I love D'Amico, but I mean, just resume as a head coach. You get where you're
I want to say Sean Payton because I hate his guts.
Right.
Well, I want to say Mike Tomlin because he hasn't won a playoff game in 8 years.
Hey-o.
Dan Quinn got to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn's turned his hat on backwards.
What happened? And last I checked, they had a huge lead in that Super Bowl.
That could be more of a Kyle Shanahan thing.
Which is funny because I love Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, well, look at where he is right now.
Looking cool wherever he is.
He's on the couch.
He's a cool looking guy.
Doing the same thing I am for these playoffs.
Going to the Buck?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's more likely he's doing the same thing Chandler's doing this weekend.
Oh.
All right. Hey, you don't know me.
Hey.
You
know me.
You going to the Buck Sunday?
Yeah. I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah, yes, I am. I can't wait.
What
for
time you
Sunday
going?
Football. Probably about the 4 o'clock game.
4 o'clock? What are you doing before that?
I'm probably going to rest up. I lost a lot of sleep.
By yourself?
I got through my Cavatier cognac and my scented candle.
I've got pillows.
Are you ladies manning this weekend?
No.
Those aren't pillows? All right. I was trying to see if Chandler had a hot date, maybe Sunday, but I guess not.
Nah. I mean, look at me.
You look like a slob.
I probably do.
Dude, credit to you, man. You got what, 2 hours of sleep, maybe 3
at the most, and
you came back to Greenville and popped in here to come on Pirate Radio Live for the whole 3-hour tour.
Yeah,
good man, Chan.
Yep.
Let's play Guess the Line, East Carolina, Memphis.
Oh,
I think I said
Memphis.
What did I say,
16
Jared?
and a half.
13 and a half.
Yeah, before Temple, I said 16 and a half, but after that, I'll probably go 12. I think.
Wow.
I think that win was worth 4.5 points.
Wow.
Was there an open line on it?
Not on ESPN. I can.
Yeah, they're probably
go for one of
yet.
these offshores.
I'm going 16 and a half.
All right.
Memphis is pretty darn good.
Yeah. NFL best bets. I see it says on Fleet Feet. I think
I
my
don't have anything
favorite
right now.
game is Philly. I like the Eagles.
Like the Rams +3. Like the over in Commanders Bucks.
I would take Daniel's rushing yards over.
If I wasn't a Commanders fan, Commanders +3 might be my pick. But
you weren't, okay.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah, Chargers -3 is up there for me. I'm pretty confident in every one of these games, except for Commanders Bucks winner.
Jared has a square parlay that he's been asking people about all week.
And 2 people have said, "Oh, that's nice."
I mean, I like it, but it just feels too good to be true. Who is it?
It's Ohio State money line for tonight, and then Baltimore and Buffalo for the NFL playoffs.
So it gets you to plus money, right?
Yeah, it's plus 115.
Yeah, that's fine. So, who's...
I don't know. I was expecting to be paraded around. Look at the big brain here.
Wow, he's picking 3 favorites. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Who's going to screw it up?
Probably Buffalo because of Sean McDermott pissing down his leg, not being a good coach come January.
Let's go peeing or urinating.
Okay,
yeah.
Excuse me.
Word you said was a little strong.
Yeah.
A little tough. How about Greg Hudson cuss yesterday?
He did?
In the 4 o'clock hour before it was even his time to be on the show.
He came in early and just started cussing?
Yeah.
You don't win with turds.
We were talking about gas station food, I believe, because I had gas station chicken for dinner Wednesday night.
He say the S word.
Yeah, because intern Grayson poo-pooed my gas station chicken and then was like, wait, I need to walk that back because I've had awesome gas station hibachi before.
Who said that?
Intern Grayson.
Oh my!
She showed me.
Are they in there cooking it?
Yeah, I mean it's like a convenience store / grill.
They've got the griddle out there by the gas pump.
Yeah,
and they're pumping your gas. They're doing your your windshield, and they're cooking you some hibachi.
We got a place back home, County Line store. It's like a breakfast spot and a gas station, but hibachi in a gas station.
That's crazy.
Absurd.
And then Jamie, I think, brought up you enjoying gas station sushi. No, egg rolls. Egg rolls.
Yeah,
egg rolls.
I was about to say I don't like sushi. Yes, I've only had one gas station egg roll, and it was great.
It was the best gas station egg roll
that I've ever had.
Yeah.
That I've ever had.
Ever had.
But I've got to go with my Slim Jims.
Snap into it.
I got to go with them.
Oh yeah.
I got to go with maybe the spicy peanuts.
That's not the conversation we're having, Sean. Talking about like gas station prepared cooked food, not your favorite snack.
Well, you know what? I have something for you. Country Mart.
Yeah, but that's too good.
Yeah, but I don't really
Country
count.
Mart. I had Country Mart.
That's like legit good food.
On the way to Annapolis, I got their bacon, egg, and cheese for the first time. Phenomenal.
Is anybody a mother in here? Because I'd like to slap it.
Let's slap your mama good.
Let's take a break. Let's wrap it up on a Friday and send you off into the weekend. Back with you after this.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
It's not the amount of power. Ooh! It's the size of our tower. Pirate Radio. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a rough day for the stock market today. The Dow was down 696 points at 41,938. The NASDAQ dropped 317 points at 19,161, and the S&P fell 91 points and closed out the week at 5,827. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show.
Oh, man, Chandler, it's good to have you back.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back, and I will be back on Monday for Pirate Radio Live.
Have a great weekend.
Good luck to your Commanders.
Thank you, man. I'm going to need all y'all to
I'll be praying for you.
Give me some good. Hey, I'll take some prayers. I'll take some thoughts.
Quick question for you. Do you wish it was tomorrow, or do you like it being the Sunday night game? Do you like waiting for it, or do you wish to go ahead and get it out of the way?
Waiting so I can enjoy all those games before.
True.
Because if they lost Saturday at 4 o'clock, that's probably the end of my football weekend and my football life and life as I know it. I got a lot riding on this one. No, I like waiting around. I'm waiting all day for Sunday night. For Shirley Rhodes, Garrett Watkins, and the Miami man himself, Poppy. They call him Chandler Honeycutt. I'm Clip Brock. We'll see you Monday, 3 o'clock on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive